The HOK is the toughest environment, and or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. No handouts here. You have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest, and the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cool-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites step on the stage. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. In a cool-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a masterclass, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more. The HOK is the toughest environment, and at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah. The HOK is the toughest environment, and or at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Yeah, stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. No handouts here. You have to earn your respect. And when you do, you make they ass regret. They call it the toughest, and the title is earned from the bridges we crossed and the lessons we learned. In a cool-blooded kingdom, a concrete cage. Muslim, Christian, Israelites step on the stage. I dare you, I dare you, I dare you, I dare you. In a cool-blooded kingdom, sa.neter created. HOK, where you can't fake it. The HOK is where you fight back. No room for error, no window attack. It's a masterclass, how you handle the heat. Where the pedigree is written on the concrete streets. Toughest environment, yeah, we know the score. Locked in on debate and asking for more. The HOK is the toughest environment, and at your own risk is the toughest environment. The HOK is the toughest environment. Stay strong, don't cry. It's the toughest environment. Yeah.
All right. Peace and black power, everybody. Peace and black power, family. What's going on? You already know we got Super Wavy in the building. And Wavy hit me up and said, sa.neter, I'm ready for the toughest environment. Bring the best. Excuse me. Bring your best out. I'm the real black atheist. If anybody got a problem with that, I'm right here. I'm facing up. I'm not afraid. So where's the people at? Come on in. Wavy want all the smoke. Later on, family, we got war in Iran. All right, we got the war coming on. And of course, I brought my brother in to deal with that. We're going to deal with the Epstein files and the war in Iran with my brother Alim Bey. That's coming up tonight. I think that's at 7 o'clock. That's coming up tonight, 7 o'clock. Y'all don't want to miss that. And of course, we got Apostle gonna be in the building. We got Apostle. We got my man Morpheus. That's gonna be a heavyweight debate right there. All right. So what's going on, my man? Talk to me. Talk to me about your atheism.
What's good?
What's good about
Uncle
this?
Sa? What's good to the family? Hey, Uncle Sa, man, you already know we've been following you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You the godfather of this. You know what I'm saying? We watch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in tune with you every time you go live. So it's only right. I bless you. I bless the family. You know what I'm saying? And get them a show. You know what I'm saying? We wanna have we wanna this gotta go viral. You know what I'm saying? We want to bring the best, the captains, the Zodiacs, bring the whoever you got, who the captains and the generals in front of their names. We want only them. We want the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, it's here to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Glad to be here. It's been a long time coming. Uncle sa.neter is goody.
I would like for you to define real black atheism. Atheist.
Got you. So when I say real black atheist, I'm talking about a black person that's not falling for what they putting in front of us as far as the Bible and the Quran. When people say, well, you know, you have holistic things, you have spirituality, you have stuff like that. Every time I ask them what that is, I get a different definition. They say it's energy. They say it's your ancestors and all of that stuff like that. Pretty much, when I say I'm a real black atheist, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't heard nothing. They saying what's gonna happen when we die. Nobody came back and found it. You know what I'm saying? They put these books in front of us, like the Bible, for instance, and you banging on Africa the whole time. You put the Quran in front of us. Our woman got to wear headdresses and all type of other stuff like that. So it's pretty much just not understanding that we've been hoodwinked as a people. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to go back to your African spirituality, that's cool. But first, we got to recognize that we've been hoodwinked with this Bible, Quran, and all these spiritual systems they try to put in front of us.
Right. So let me open up the floor. Let's get this thing started. We got Suntan in the building. He's the first one. Suntan, what's happening, brother?
What's up, side? Peace, Super Wavy. What's going on?
You got the real black atheist in the building. He don't believe in your God. He don't believe in no gods. He don't believe in none of that.
Right.
Do you have any smoke for him? Any questions for him?
Yeah, I just got one or two questions. Super Wavy, answer this question right here. I know you proclaim that they can't show you no proof of no gods. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So can you show some proof that there ain't no gods? Because they can't show no proof that there is, but can you show some proof that there ain't? Or is this your own or is this your own thinking? And if so, that's fine, because atheism is someone who don't believe in a God or a deity, right? And then I got another question to follow up after you answer that.
Most definitely. My proof that there is no God would pretty much be what we got going around us: slavery, them worshiping God right on top of the slave dungeon. You know what I'm saying? That's proof that there is no God. When we talk about animals, you know what I'm saying? A giraffe. Let's be more realistic. A goat or an antelope would try to go get some water. A crocodile come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So if we gonna hold this thing that we say God to this high standard, why this God can't be perfect? You know what I'm saying? If he all knowing, if he knowing all of this gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? What we see when we open our eyes and when we look outside is contrary to that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much when we talk about if nothing is perfect, Uncle Santan, if nothing is perfect, then that should tell us, you know what I'm saying, that it's not really a divine order running all of this. You know what I'm saying? There's not this is not a script. You know what I'm saying? So people like to say, oh no, we being punished. God is mad at us. We're being punished right now. You know what I'm saying? We're going through the curses and we hear all type of weird stuff like that. But in reality, I feel like we just putting that on ourselves. We just putting that on ourselves. You just not trying to deal with reality.
All right. Let me say this to you. Have you always been an atheist?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Perfect. Well, here's the thing right here, because no one is born with religious, right? With religious thoughts or with a religious mind. It's been input. And just as sure as man wrote that book, man wrote religion. But I'm going to tell you this. When did you decide that you would be atheist? Because before that, have you ever cried out to Jesus or to a God personally when you wasn't an atheist and got positive results? I mean, you could say, well, boy, God showed, you know, I cried out and he looked out for me. Thank you, Lord. Have that ever happened to you?
Nah, I can't say that. I think
Okay.
when I was a Christian, because I was a Christian before I was an atheist. And when you ask
Right.
when did you become an atheist, probably around like 2019, 2020. But when I was a believer and I was praying, some of my prayers was getting answered. I never had a feeling where it was like, God, show me you real, or I'm gonna do this. I never had none of those. It was pretty much just being more practical. You know what I'm saying? Like understanding nobody know where we go when we die. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listening to testimony, seeing how the preacher take the money but don't give back to the community. It was more so just seeing how men will use religion in order to control their wives. It's pretty much seeing I never had a cry out moment. I wouldn't say. It was just being more realistic, understanding science. You know what I'm saying? Being more realistic with what we got in front of us.
Well, I'm going to say this to you right here, because I'm at a point in my life where I don't judge nobody. If you want to be an atheist, fine. If you want to be a Muslim, fine. You want to be a Hebrew, fine. But I'll tell you this, in people's own personal life, that I believe that's where you're going to run into a lot of problems, Super Wavy, because there's a thing called testimony, right? So everybody had their own testimony about their life and what happened in their life. So when they account things that they prayed about and happened, they're going to stay within that belief system. So I would surmise that you, through your atheism, you know, I would just surmise that you don't really get on a platform and blow it out. Just be you and be atheist, because you can't win that fight. And people have been trying to win that fight for decades and years and years and years. You're going to be who you want to be, and people are going to be who they want to be, because I don't think this world can be perfect. My specific belief is this, and it's only mine, that the world can't be perfect, because if everything was perfect, you wouldn't need money. If everybody just lived and got everything to eat, we'll have a world full of fat people, because everything will be free. And I think you have a choice. And sa.neter, my little brother sa.neter, always say you have a upper you and a lower you, right? That's good. And this evil is like a positive and a negative, Super Wavy. So what I'm trying to tell you, you ignite the positive or you ignite the negative, or you stay neutral. That's the choice, that the God is within us. You understand? That's my thinking. And I wouldn't try to push that up on nobody, but I would say the God is within you, my brother. So, you know, always be a better listener than you are a speaker, because you're going to have so many people judging you, and they not right, maybe not, and you not right. So two rights ain't going to make it wrong. So peace be to you, and I'm going to be watching real close, because I'm going to come back around. But I'll tell you, you know, keep your beliefs, you know, kind of to yourself if you want to get out and push atheism, because it's too many people going to, blow you out the way. And we're gonna see what I'm telling you about right through this little conversation right here. So whoever want to go next, I'll drop the mic.
Hey, Super Wavy.
Yes,
Do
sir.
you have how much love you have for Malcolm X?
A lot of love.
What about Martin Luther King?
A lot of love.
What about Harriet Tubman?
A lot of love.
What I'm trying to get to you is that they was not atheists.
Right.
They believed. Yeah, come on the channel, brother. Come on the channel. They believed in a deity higher than themselves, whatever it was. So if you and you see where it got Malcolm, why you chose to be an atheist when your ancestors, and then you talk about Africa. Africans wasn't atheists. The majority, 90% of Africans believed in a deity. So why you chose to go the opposite way when you yourself talks about bigs up Africa?
Most definitely. Uncle sa.neter, you can learn from other people's mistakes, right? So looking at Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, we can love their actions and what they did, but we can still understand that as far as religion wise, they were being hoodwinked. They got converted. They got put on their plate. They didn't put that on their plate. They got put on their plate. So it's more so like, I believe you can walk and chew gum also. So I believe it's some Christians that's good people and that's gonna have a good legacy. And I believe it's Muslims also that got that. I'm not so I believe you can walk and chew gum. You know what I'm saying? If you have a personal relationship with something that you can't explain to me, that's your life. You know what I'm saying? If you doing great things and you giving like Khalid Muhammad, you giving thanks to Elijah Muhammad before you even start talking, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't attribute them great things that you did to Allah, even though you may have did that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I look at that. I don't look at it like I believe we all need that battery in our back. We all need that energy to keep us focused. You know what I'm saying? I believe a lot of our people use religion to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you give praise to the ancestors?
I give thanks to the ancestors. If we go too far with it, I'm gonna say it's spooky.
Okay. I want everybody to know that just tuned in. We got Super Wavy. He's on the hot seat. He want anybody to challenge his foundation, his belief. His belief is he calls himself the real black atheist. Who got any smoke for this brother? Let me bring in brother Gideon, and then I got Nepal in the building. Brother Gideon, what's up, man? You got any questions for the brother?
What's going on, OG? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, shalom. All praises to the Most High in the name of Yahshua HaMashiach. Yeah, I got some questions. Peace to the brother first and foremost. Seems like he's pretty young. Just a couple questions real quick. How long have you been an atheist?
I want to say about 5-6 years.
All right. Because a lot of times I hear things and they not true per se, but they really don't think them through. Like in the case when you said it can't be a God, kind of what Elder Suntan was touching on about this would be a perfect world and things of that nature. You do realize what you're asking for is a planet full of robots where their actions are guided by this perfect God. So if you did believe in a God, what do you think? How should God act? Like, should he control these things, or what is your understanding of how that should be, since you think the way God has put forth man is actually an error and is incorrect and you don't believe it? So how do you see it should be done?
If I was God, or Yeah, if I was God, there would be no cancer, there would be no violent deaths. Everybody to live to they old. There'll be no processed food. There'll be, you know what I'm saying, no violent crimes, no wild crimes. You know what I'm saying? Everything
So let
will
me
be peace and
right.
honey.
So I actually expound and I'm gonna fall back for until I get back around. So you said there'll be no violence. Like, how would you do that? Would you like just remove those thoughts from man's heart? And again, you're sounding like you want to make men robots. So basically, is that what you're saying? And I'll fall back after that.
Now I think so there's a thing like evil and wicked and all those things, you know what I'm saying? That should God, if God was real, those things wouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be more so like to even have that thought in your mind, yeah, God gonna zap that thought out your mind and stuff like that. Like that's pretty. And like you said, like robots, I wouldn't say like robots, but not doing wicked. You know what I'm saying? When he said and he
Right.
seen that it
Zap
all
it
was,
out their mind.
what'd you say?
Yeah, not robots, but you'll zap it out their mind.
Yeah, just keep everything
Right.
good, nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing evil, nothing wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. If God was
I
real.
appreciate it. All right. I'll come back around side. I don't want, I see they got a couple more to people up.
Yeah, when you come back around, make sure you fix your mic.
Copy that.
All right, brother Wavy, you said if God was real, then there'd be no evil. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
That is absolutely wrong, because in the Bible he says he created evil. So if God created evil, then it will be evil on the planet. He created evil, he created good, he created everything, light, all of that. So I don't understand when you said there would be no evil on the planet when God created the evil.
I
He
got you.
created Satan, right? He created the devil for his purpose, right? To do what?
Now, I don't believe in the Bible, Uncle Si. I don't
I don't
believe.
either. But once you say God, you believe in the Bible. Once you become an atheist, you believe something going on in the Bible.
I'll
So,
put it like this, Uncle Si.
yeah.
So I understand what people mean when they say God. You know what I'm saying? I understand what people mean when they say this God of the Bible. So I pretty much put it like that. Like I don't look at the Bible I look at the Bible like toilet paper.
Uh-huh.
Why you say that, brother?
Because there's nothing historical about it. It's anti what we is. We black people is shitting on my bad. Is pooping on Egypt. It's not, we not Israel. It's talking about slavery into Egypt and now you got these different people coming out and trying to make this the real world, like what's going on in Israel and how people will call us Canaanites and Hamites. That's like a toilet paper book.
I kind of agree with not the toilet paper part, but I kind of agree with you when you say men trying to put different definitions on things that they don't have no business doing. Because at the same time, Super Wavy, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. You're a pretty honest guy, man. So your belief is still, you understand that it's something out there. I could just tell by your posture, you just don't believe in the way that it's written down in that book. And I don't either, because it's not so much that it's written down in that book, it's the way that it's put out there. And I know man did it. That's man way, the way that book is written. Everything that's in that book, man doing that right now. So I don't think no guy came out and wrote that book. So I kind of agree with you on that. However, I think it's, you go ahead and talk if you want to say.
Yeah, let me clear it up real quick, Uncle Suntan. I don't believe in no higher power. I don't believe nobody is answering y'all prayers. So although I don't believe in the Abrahamic faith, when we start talking about African spirituality and stuff like that, and you start putting too much credence into it, like it's efficient, I'm gonna say that's spooky. So I don't just not believe in the Abrahamic faith. Once you start talking about sacrificing animals and sacrificing goats and all this stuff, I'm gonna say you spooky and you freestyle.
All right, let me bring on Nepal Sada.
Can you hear me? Thank you, sa.neter. Peace to everybody.
Peace, Nepal.
You can hear me? Peace, Santana, everybody. And hello, Super Wavy. I'm glad you decided to come in here and let us, question you, an atheist. We don't usually get a lot of atheists coming through the regulars like Ankh and but I'm happy to be able to do this. So let me just start off asking you basically what type of atheist you are. So do you agree that atheism throughout the world today, when I say you are, I mean like in general, not you individually, but as an atheist fitting into the group, would you say that atheists today as a group, that they do a lot of activism, like making sure they let people know not to believe in the Bible or not to believe in God, like they do lectures? Would you agree that they do that?
I can't agree to that. I'm sorry.
So you wouldn't say that we have seen people speaking and saying, listen, let me explain to you why religion isn't weird, like what you're doing right now, saying, God, I'm an atheist and I want a challenge. You wouldn't say that atheists actually do that type of activism?
Yes, ma'am.
So you do agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So if you're doing that type of activism, which most atheists today do, you're doing that because you want to convince people of your position as an atheist, correct?
When we say activism, I wouldn't call it activism. I would call it more so like waking our people up, like using brain exercises to make our people think. I would say it like that.
Yeah, that's activism.
Okay.
That could be defined as activism. So it's not just about you as an individual not believing. You want others to see your way, and you said it. You literally said waking them up.
Yes,
do you realize? Yeah. So you agree also that Christians and people who believe in God use that same language. They say they're going to wake us up, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So with that all laying that groundwork, we could look at you and say, you also have a religion, even though you don't have a God. You have a religion. You agree, right?
I don't agree, but you can look at me and say that.
Okay, so explain to us the difference between you doing, because that's what people with a religion do. You may have an absence of a God that because you decide to believe, not to believe. You decide to subscribe to the disbelief in the God that everyone knows of, because you see that you laid it out. You said, well, if there wouldn't be death, there wouldn't be this, there wouldn't be that. That's a very common thing that people say when they lean toward atheism, coming out of a belief system. 99% of the atheists that I've known, they come out of a belief system and they reject it and they say, now I believe not to believe, or now I stand in a position of disbelief. So back to what I'm saying, would you agree that even though you don't have a God in the sky, you do have something that you subscribe to that is subjective? You agree with that?
What would that be?
Your disbelief in a God that you can't prove.
I would look at it like I appreciate the question, on Nepal. I would look at it like this: if a religion has focal points, has practices, customs, culture, all that type of stuff. An atheist is, I look at an atheist as a critical thinker a non-believer in what's being put on his plate, meaning you feeding me this 5-course meal, and I'm saying each one of these 5-course meals does not do good in my body. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving those 5-course meals, going home, and I have my own secret treasure. No, I think what most disbelievers look up to is empirical data, evidence, science, pretty much proof. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. You can look at an atheist as a atheism as a religion, but I wouldn't look at it like that, because I don't. Unless you have an atheist falling on something, I'm not falling on something. I'm not believing everything that one specific study says. So like you have some people, they gonna ride with science till the wheels fall off. I'm riding with the science, but I also have critical thinking because we have race science. So it's pretty much just using critical thinking skills, but I wouldn't call it a religion, because we're not falling back on. I'm not gonna die on no sword. I say that on the part.
Okay, so you agree, and thank you for sharing this. So you as an individual, you gave us some in-depth on you, where you're coming from, and you did say some things that a lot of atheists agree with, especially when you talk about leaning on science. Are you familiar with the actual practice of scientism?
Scientism?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So atheists, many atheists, they follow a doctrine, even though it may be the absence. And Cedric, you need to get out the chat, my love, and get on the panel, Professor, if you want to help him out. But I digress. Okay, so if you have an absence of a God, you still have a belief that science answers all questions. That's not objective, and that's not something that is 100% fact. That's an opinion. Science, if you say everything that's proven in the natural world is real, so that's an atheist belief. They have a doctrine. Many atheists say, why don't we lean on our own humanity? Why don't we don't need any set of rules. We should just do that. But that's not how do you say, that's flawed, because who's to say that eating dog in China is okay? Get it? And then here it's not ethical because people have dogs as their family. So where are we going to find out where someone can just lean on their own personal humanity? So atheists, as much as you, and I have atheist friends, but my atheist friends don't, you may be like them. They don't go out using atheists as activism. They don't say, if you're not an atheist, you're a fool. Shout out to my brother, Cedric. They don't talk about atheism is the only way, because once atheists are doing that, they now have become religious and they're proselytizing. They want you to conform to their belief, which is a belief system. So would you agree that a lot of atheists are out there pushing atheism and being prejudiced towards people who believe? You would agree with that, right?
Yes, ma'am. I think a lot of atheists are hurt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was from the church. Maybe it was, I don't know. You have a lot of people that's hurt, and then you have it vice versa. Yes, I would agree with you.
All right. I want to move on real quick.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to come back now.
Thank you, sa.neter.
All right. Devil Dog, what up, man? You got any smoke for the brother?
Hey, how you doing, boss? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Peace.
Okay. You know, I really, I want to say this right quick before I say anything. Peace to you, Nepal. I'm an older guy, right? I'll be 66 in a couple of weeks. If I had a daughter, I swear I would name her Natasha. That's the smoothest name. I love that name.
Thank you.
I
Wow.
love that name. I love that name. Peace to
Thank you.
everybody. I'm gonna say this, man. Like, I'm too old to be believing in fairy tales today, right? Um, like I understand the brother what he's saying. I understand the part too, because I never looked at it like that. Because if you call yourself an atheist, then that is kind of like a religion, because you trying to move somewhere and you want people to move with you in your group. I can get that, but I believe in me. Now, and I know something happened. Something happened way back when. Nobody knows what happened, right? Can't nobody put it on no paper. You can't give me no book. You can't talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know that those religions that we have, right? It ain't nothing but our oppressor, trying to captivate us with the stuff that he believes, so they can rule over me. You can't do that to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I wouldn't even use that word atheist. I wouldn't use it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real. Keep walking like you walk. I know this for sure. If I fall in the river and I need to swim to get back to shore, and you throw me a Bible, I'm gonna drown. You know what I'm saying? I gotta flap my arms. I gotta do something. So if I don't take care of Devil Dog, ain't nobody gonna take care of me. Ain't nobody came back and said this what happened after you died. Nobody's come and said, well, this is what it really is. We have no evidence of that. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't no, you could say this is my personal belief, but this is really is, because can't nobody on this panel tell me. You can tell me what's in that book, and you can tell me what you believe. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got no proof of nothing. And everything that I've done it. I've been at the scene of every crime I was at. I've done it. Ain't no Jesus got me out of nothing. Ain't no God got me out of nothing. None of that. I've done it. And I just wanted to put that out there.
You preaching. I like that.
All right, let's go and go low.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. My question to the brother is, given our limited perception, our limited time on the earth, we're really just time on the earth as humans, if you look at the entire time that the planet has been formulated. What do you think that we're endowed with the requisite cognitive faculties in order to be able to make such a categorical statement as there is no, I would say, creative force? I would agree with you that I would categorically agree with you that in terms of the way that it's articulated through Levantine culture, that's nonsense. But in terms of there being a just ultimate creative force, do you think that we're endowed with the requisite faculties in order to make such a categorical statement that there's no creative force and it's all probability?
Let me can I when we say creative force, does this creative force has a personality, and do we like talk and act like us and all that stuff?
No, not an anthropomorphization, not something that's humanistic. And I would agree with you that that's what turns most people off that are critical thinkers away from organized religions,
All
especially
right. Oh,
Levantine organized religions.
okay.
It dims it, like it makes the force extremely childish. So I definitely agree with that. I'm saying like a creative force in terms of just nothing anthropomorphized. So just a force of creation. It's not animate. It doesn't have a personality. It's really, in my opinion, I don't think I don't think we're able to perceive it if it exists. I don't think we would be able to articulate it because our time is so limited, and we have such a limited perspective on things.
I respect that. That's why I'm right here with you, brother.
But I would say, as far as making a categorical statement of atheism, I don't think we can do that because I think our perception is limited. I would agree that the best stance I would say would be like agnosticism, to say that you don't know until, because you wouldn't be able to fathom it. But just be categorical atheism, I think that's more like that tends to be more nihilistic. from what I see from what people do, it tends to lead them towards more pessimism. But just making the categorical statement that more times than not, they lead it to it leads into we're just here for no reason, so I should do whatever I want to. But I'll let you speak.
Overstood. I say with your first point, if we've been living, I'm 32 years old, so if I've been living this long and ain't nobody ever dropped $1 million off at my doorstep, we could say, hey brother, keep waiting. Hey brother, keep waiting. Or I could just be like, I've been here 32 years. It ain't coming. It ain't gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, I would agree with that.
And let me say my second part.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Let me say my second part. My second part, about the agnostic and all of that, it's pretty much, I can't remember, I think the brother that was just talking, he said, ain't nobody died and ever came back. So in order for us to make these conclusions that this was gonna happen when we die, or this was gonna happen, or these people going here, these people came from here, or even what's evil and what's good, you know what I'm saying? We going off of somebody freestyling, you know what I'm saying? So rather than me waiting in line, it's like Christians. All believers is like people waiting in line for some Jordans. You waiting in line for some Jordans, because what they tell you, even when you die, you still not in heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? You gotta wait till the whole world is over with. So every believer is just in line waiting on a Big Mac. Every believer is in line waiting on a Popeye's chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? It's when you bring up the force. When I talk to the African brothers, they tell me they got this force. You can't deny this force. But then as you start talking more, you said, I can't put it. I don't think humans could put it into words because we only here on earth for so long. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much, if we gon', when I say I'm an atheist, I'm saying I don't believe in God. When we talking about God, we talking about a creator, somebody that's sitting on the top of this looking at us. You know what I'm saying? You can say it's a higher God, a lower God. I'm saying I don't believe in none of it. We all freestyling. You know what I'm saying?
Are you familiar with the Tao Te Ching?
Say it again.
The Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu?
No, sir.
Bro, get into that philosophy. You would like that based upon what you're saying.
How I spell it?
TaoTeching by Lao Tzu, which that's Laotzu.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. I gotta agree with Ngolo when he say, agnostic. Because let me ask you, brother Super Wavy, how can you be so sure and say I'm an atheist when you can't back up and prove that there is no God? You should be able to back it up and prove it with facts that there is nothing out there that's higher than yourself. And if you can prove that, that's when you can say, I'm a real black atheist. But if you can't prove that there's no God or there's no higher force higher than you, I don't think you can say that, brother. I mean, what do you say to that?
Most definitely. We can prove that there is no God, Uncle
There
Saul.
you go. Prove it. There you go.
There we go. We can prove that there is no God. Let's say we talking to the Bible believers. Like I said, nobody went to heaven, nobody died and came back to told us what heaven is like. Quran believers, nobody died and told us about the 72 virgins.
But what if I say this to you?
Go ahead.
Those who died came back and don't know that they were here already. So how would they be able to tell you about death? Think about that now. See, how would they be able to know? Because what if the Most High, or what if the greater power or the force erased everything? You ever heard people say, you know what? I don't want to have to come back here and do this all over again. You know, I'm gonna have to come back and do this all over again. You know, that's what I'm talking about, because I ain't get it right the first time. So what about that?
Now let me add. We got to be honest, Uncle Sal. We talking about reincarnation, right?
Yep.
All right. So reincarnation, from my understanding, we wouldn't need a God for reincarnation. What is he doing? He recycling the bodies and putting them recycling the body and soul and putting it in a new body. Now reincarnation could go on without the spooky. They like to say the energy never die. Well, that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? If you got the philosophy that if you're doing bad on this earth, you're gonna come back as a cockroach or you're gonna come back as a rat. That's your understanding. I don't think we need God for that.
Okay.
We don't have proof. We don't have proof for this, but I'm just saying, if you want to go get into reincarnation, I don't think we would need a higher power for that. That sounds like free will.
Okay. All right, wise man, what up? What you got, brother?
What's going on, sir? Hey, because I'm at work, so I'm gonna be brief with the brother. So I understand that you don't believe in the concept of God. Have you considered that man may be God?
Uh-oh.
Most definitely.
So man is God then. Can you hear me?
Most definitely. If that's how you wanna break it down, we can.
So
do
it's not that you don't believe in God, you just don't believe in a God outside of man.
The definition of God, we talking about a high power, somebody up there, yeah, way bigger than us. Yeah, I don't believe in that God. When you start saying God is man, can God be a woman?
Yeah. I mean, woman is a derivative of man. I mean, she's just a man with a womb, right?
Okay, so if we can say that we all gods, I ain't got no problem with that.
So it's not that you don't believe that there is a God. You just don't believe in the Abrahamic faith's portrayal of what God is. You know, like traditional religions' gods. But you do believe that man is the God that he's looking for.
I believe, honestly, once we start saying we gods, we taking away the definition of what that word is supposed to mean.
But don't we define what the definition means? It's all defined by man. All of it's inside the world of man. Nothing escapes us, right? So as far as we know, we are the highest beings ever to exist. We don't know anything other than us. Am I right?
I understand exactly what you're saying. I would say when you say you're not an atheist, I would say if we gonna play the we all gods game, I'm gonna just say that we taking away we taking away from what God is supposed to be and supposed to be meaning. But I could agree with you if you're gonna say that. That still don't take away from me saying there is no high power. There is nobody coming to save you. There is nothing gonna happen when you die. You get what I'm saying?
No, I hear what you're saying. You're basically saying that the traditional portrayal of God don't exist. That's what you're saying. Am I right? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yes, I'm right. And I will have pushback on you if you say that we are gods. You know what I'm saying? I will have.
I'm saying that me personally, I'm saying that we are gods. And there is no God outside of us because the whole concept of God comes from us. There's nothing that you're finding in nature or in history or anywhere where it's not created by man.
I agree.
Okay, so I agree with you. All right, that was it.
All right, so hold up. Let me give you a little pushback. So are you saying that man created the earth?
I'm saying that man came, well, me personally, what I believe is man came out of the earth.
Okay, so earth is older than what you calling God right now, right?
No.
What you mean?
I'm saying that no, I don't believe that Earth is older than what I would call God.
Oh,
no.
So you saying we millions of years old?
I'm saying that the Earth came along with us, and we're the energy that was present in the Earth when the Earth was formed. But that's just my personal belief.
Yeah, see, science will tap you out. Know what I'm saying? We ain't that old.
It could be proven. It could be proven real easy, right? Our body comes from the Earth, right?
Yes.
Okay. What was the Earth looking like before it looked like what it looks like now?
My argument with that is we got a date on how old we is as humans.
We got a date of what we think. I mean, it's all speculation because, like Saul was saying, we wasn't there. So you going by what some other man has said. Again,
we don't have no bones of human beings millions of years old.
Like, I agree.
Hey, hold up. I get what the brother wise man is saying because I always said the same thing, just in a different way. And we are old. We are old people, brother. We have always been here. So when I say we have always been here since the beginning of time, the beginning of the creation of the earth, we have been here. Guess what? Not in this form, though. Not in this shape and form. You know what I'm saying? Because when wise men say we come from the earth, he's correct. We come from the earth. So what's that telling you? We have always been here, not in this shape and form until something happened. Something made a connection that brought us to life. Something happened, brother, that brought the creation. There was I don't know what it is, but I'm giving you my theory. Something happened where there was a connection between that, like the female-male connection when that plug in. Same thing with the animals. So when I say we have always been here, not in this form, that's what I'm saying.
There you go. Hey, so I'm gonna hop off and let me get back on.
Yes, brother, I got you. Now
it
might sound crazy to some people, but when you really go deep into your thought, think about it. We come from the earth, so the earth has always been here.
Okay.
We always been here.
And I just want to clarify something. Women didn't come from man. That's a biblical statement.
You're right.
When if you're going to say something came from something, obviously men come from women.
Yeah.
And a woman isn't just a man with a womb. That's ridiculous. Silent.
Hey, so
I know.
I'm sorry, Nicole. Can I say something?
Crickets. Sure, you can, but I just want to make that clear since we're up here talking about science and he's breaking religious dogma and doctrines. We need to stop that whole the woman is just a man with a womb, and the man came out of the woman. Even in developmental stages, embryos they're not even differentiated with sex until an SRY gene hits, and that determines if it's going to be a male. But before that, the female is dominant. And let's make that clear. All right, now you can have the mic.
Hey, so listen, I got shot, right? So they gave me 3 days to live, right? So after they did the surgery and everything, and I came out of it, right? So the doctor, he was from another country. And so he came in, he was speaking his language because it was like miraculous what happened to me. Somebody else got shot the same place. They died, right? So I got shot, and he brung the people in, and he was like, whatever he was saying in his language, and they were amazed, right? My mother told the doctor, she said, thank you. The doctor looked at my mother and said, don't thank me. I didn't do nothing, right? So my mother taking it like God did it, but that wasn't God. That was me. I did that. You know what I'm saying? That was my makeup. Because if another guy got shot in the same place and he died, I mean, I don't want to say he was weak, or he was less than or whatever, but I came through that. I did that. When I went under, I didn't see no lights. I didn't see no lights in the sky. I didn't see none of that stuff they say. None of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. Like, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna close and land my plane on this. Like I asked Santan a question like maybe last week about how he got off the alcohol and the drugs, and I said, did you do it or God do it? Did it? He said both. Okay, I was in the same situation. Ain't no God did nothing for me. I did that.
All right. Hey, let me say
you understand what I'm saying?
Let me say this to you real quick, Devil Dog. When I said both, I didn't say both as in both helped me. I said I helped myself, but I told you I walked with a spirit went through my Christianity, and I just walk with this prayers and these, these prayers. I used to just pray, and I had a lot of spirit about this new totality that I believe, right? But I don't think that was saved me, that pulled me out, because even if you believe something, you got to do it yourself. So I didn't say God did it. I said I was the did it, because people have asked me that same question. That's why I marvel when you ask me. And then they ask me, how do you feel that you're not drinking and you're not drunk no more? And I'll tell you this, I feel the same. And the thing that happened to you, you was just stronger, man. We all different. Your body metabolism took that shot, and you was strong enough it was strong enough to pull you through, I think. But like I said, I don't, I just gave credence to my faith because that's how I walked. But I had to stop it myself. I had to stop it.
Well, I agree with you. I agree with you, but there ain't no God, ain't nobody in the sky, ain't nothing in no books. None of that had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't hold on to none of that. No, like I've never been a Christian. My grandparents were, from a young age. So I want to run this past you too, so I went to my first Black Panther meeting at 12 years old in 1972.
That's all right.
In Detroit at the state fair, right? My dad was militant, and so they was affiliated with them. So I heard Unc say that his dad, first thing his daddy gave him was a book. First thing my daddy gave me was a gun.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I've always rolled on me. I've always rolled on me. I don't depend on nothing else. That's just the way it is.
That's because of the time period. The time period was totally different. I agree with you, Devil Dog. We had to raise up with guns, practice with guns. It was totally different, man. Let me go to my man Ashay. Ashay, what's up, brother? Do you have any questions?
What's going on, Sa, man? Feeling a little under the weather, but I'm in there. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Living a little under the weather, but I'm in there, man. Peace to the panel. Peace to the panel. So the brothers, I'll show you the brothers.
He's a real black atheist.
Well, I wonder what the hell black got to do with it, but you say you were atheist, brother. Okay, no doubt. So when you say you were atheist, you come like so. There's no. So what's Genesis? How do we get here? How does the human being get on planet Earth? What?
Nobody know. Everybody freestyling.
So the answer is nobody knows. Everybody freestyling.
Right.
So you don't have a thought of how we got here at all.
Nah, everybody freestyling.
So my question is, how do you take away one thing, right? Why in the same breath you're not giving us a substitute?
Good question.
Wow. Talking about as far as the Genesis story?
Wow.
No, like far as how we got here. You telling us like throw the religions away. All the religions got the Genesis, but you saying that's bull. And I'm asking, so how we get here? You like everybody guessing. And I'm like, so what you got? You said, I don't know. So it's like, it sounds like we better off with religion than with your recipe because you don't got no answers, it sounds like, brother.
I ain't hear that last part you said, but when I said everybody freestyling, that's pretty much what I meant. So like every religion freestyling, nobody would say at the beginning of time. That's pretty much what I'm saying. I ain't trying to take away nothing from what nobody already got. I'm saying y'all freestyle.
Can I comment on that?
Hold on. Let's see if I say finish. I say you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished. I don't really want to go. I don't want to. It's not go nowhere because he ain't got no answers.
I just said you freestyling. You don't know how it happened.
I ain't even told you nothing, so you don't know what my recipe is. I ain't even told you nothing. How I'm a freestyle? See, and that's what they do, man. When they backs against the wall, it just be knives out. He ain't got no answer, so it's knives out.
You asking a question like you have the answer, brother. So I'm letting you know you freestyle.
Yeah, all right, so I ain't go. I'm gonna let him have it. So I'm freestyling.
All right, go ahead, N'Golo.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what the brother's saying. When you don't have an answer to a question that can be backed up through empirical data, it would be best to just say I don't know. Trying to make up placebos and just coping mechanisms that's not really effective in most senses when you're dealing with individuals, because when that occurs, people that are intelligent, they're going to use those same creation stories, just the overall religions to take advantage of the layman people, and that's what happens throughout. That's what's happening. That's what happens throughout time. So I think
they want me to sell him a dream. I ain't got a dream to sell him. I ain't got a dream for you.
Correct. The best response would be I don't know. So I agree with you, brother.
Wise man, you got some more stuff?
Nah. I mean, I kind of understand where the brother is coming from, Saw, because he's basically saying that outside of human beings, he doesn't have any evidence of any other type of creator outside of man, which I wholeheartedly agree with. We are the gods that we are looking for. The whole concept of God was created by man. Matter of fact, if you remove man from the situation, what do you have? Right. You don't even know if you have everything in existence here without man. So man got to be the God that he's looking for. And that aligns with my belief system anyway. So I have to rock with it, bro. I think, just to say there is no God, I wouldn't necessarily go that far because, again, it's a man-created concept, right? So you can't eliminate God. You can say that I believe that man is God because that's what you're saying, right? So if there was a God, it'd be a man. Even the descriptions in any religion, they describing a human being. You go to the Bible, they're talking about a man. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Let me push back on that a little bit. The reason why I don't want to say God is man, because we didn't create the sun, moon, and stars. We didn't create this earth. We didn't create this.
Yeah, but bro, like again, we have certain knowledge that has been lost from us, right? So even if you want to go back in history, we are cut off from certain degrees of knowledge of things that were already created. We don't know that man didn't create the sun. We don't know that man didn't create the moon. We don't know any of that. I'm just being honest. If we just want to go by it, it was here when we got here. But if you go back, how you know we didn't create that? It's better to say, as the brother just said, you don't know. But you can't say that man didn't do that because you don't know.
You saying you talking about man didn't create the stars and the moon?
No, I'm saying that you don't know that man did not create those things.
No, we know for a fact man didn't create the sun, moon, and stars.
Like Sa said, we was not here. Okay, we was not here when those things were coming into existence. So how could you say if there was no man there to say this, that, and the other happened? How do you know what happened?
Because brother, we only 300,000 years old. We left out of Africa 150,000. 1 second. We left out of Africa 150,000 and 75,000 years ago. We not older than no damn sun, moon, and stars, brother.
Brother, how do you, again, you're going off of knowledge and information that you got from another man. Remove the man from the equation, what do you know? All your knowledge is begotten by another man. If you remove the human being from it, you don't have nothing.
Right. So we can't say that we is the start of something.
And you can't say you don't know either. You can't say the other ain't true as well.
We got a date on how old we is.
No, you have a date that somebody said how old we are.
Wow.
Am I right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, brother.
I mean, if you disagree with science, if you disagree with empirical,
no, brother, I'm not saying
that. If you disagree with science, if
that's
you
not what I'm
disagree with
saying.
Empirical evidence, I understand.
No, you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I disagree with science. I'm saying that you're going by the information of somebody else. That's all I'm saying. You're going off of somebody else, another human being's information. So if you want to date everything, you know, you have
Sa.neter, I really quickly wanted to say something before you move on.
Hold on. I gotta first say that I gotta disagree with my brother Wise Man as far as humans creating suns and moons and stars. I gotta disagree with you on that, brother.
Well, I'm saying this, I'm saying we don't know if we was not here. All we have to go by is what another person said. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that you don't know. We don't know.
We do know.
All right, hold on. Let me move on to Nepal.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm going to try to be very, very quick. Okay. So I heard Super Wavy say, you know, to Ashe, which was a great question. He doesn't know. That was a great answer. You were honest when Ashe asked you about how we got here.
That was a good question by Ashe.
Yes, it was. So I want to say the 2 points. So then for you to tell us there's not a God, how do we know that you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can we trust you as an atheist when you don't really have the answer to very important questions? And then to talk about what this, I think somebody, this wise man said, we're the highest, you keep on saying we're the highest beings. Yes, in the natural world, we've discovered that we are, I don't know who, somebody needs to mute out, and because I'm not going to be long, I promise. It's just some background noise. If anybody, whoever that is, I would appreciate just not to hear the background noise. Thank you. Oh, who is that? That was Ankh. Who's that?
That was Ankh.
Oh, okay, Ankh. I'm going to hand the mic over. I'm going to ask you a question. Are you familiar with the fact that there is astrobiology, and we're finding out that there are chemical signatures on other planets that show that there most possibly are living organisms outside of Earth. So you get what I'm saying? We're starting to find things out that we didn't know before in the natural world. So we're gonna have to keep on recalibrating. So that's all I wanted to say. And I'll go ahead and hand the mic over.
All right. Can she hear me?
Nepal, your mic went out, Nepal. Okay, she went off.
All right, we can let Ankh speak.
Let's go, Ankh.
Yeah, I don't. We can't keep saying what we don't know. We should probably just say what the person talking don't know. So at a certain point, it just
talk up, brother. Talk up.
I'm trying to talk up. Can you hear me now?
Yes, a lot better.
Can't get no louder than this. I said at a certain point, we got to stop saying, well, we don't know. Who is we? Maybe you don't know. What we do know is that stars are element producers. There is nothing else that produces elements like that. We know human beings are elements. So how is it that you can actually be a human without the element producer? I'll say it again. How can you be a human, right, without the element producer? So humans did not make the star. That's crazy. And we do know that. Okay, so to keep saying we don't know is that you just either being funny or you just don't care about reality. So the things we do know, okay? And we do understand how elements are.
You're breaking up bad, brother. You're breaking up. All right. Let me go to Apostle. Apostle.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you.
All right. Once again, let me let everybody know. We got Super Wavy on the hot seat. He says he's a real black atheist. He don't believe in no higher deity, no God, nothing higher than himself that exists outside of himself. That's Super Wavy right there. What you got for him, Apostle?
He answered his own question. He's truthful about it. He don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We know what we know, which adds up about 5% of what we think we know. I don't have a problem with saying what I believe. I thank God that I have the capacity to believe. Yeah, I'm like Peter Pan. I was talking to my son, and he was saying, talking about what's going on in the world today. If y'all, one thing about black folk, they take their head and they stick it in the sand, and then this is it for them. Bon voyage, man. They don't want to deal with nothing real. But real is about to catch up with you. Real is about to catch up with you, because it's going to get real silly and real in a fast and a hurry. Time is winding down. If you don't realize that tree, that red light is blinking inside your forehead, letting you know that time is just about up. If you can't see that and you think you're going to continue to do what you've been doing 20 years from now, doing the same thing that you're doing without giving an answer, that's your whole problem is. It ain't the fact of a God complex. The thing is, you don't want to give accountability. You want to do what the hell you want to do, regardless. But that's all right, because you can do that. Just about. You can just about do what in the hell you want to do. Epstein did it for years. Donald Trump does what the hell he want to do every day. Congress right now is still debating something that they putting on a sham. They already know the answer to aliens, and they're putting on a sham. What in the hell would a Bible reader, a Bible writer, know about the Orion system 4,000 years ago to write it and put it in a book? How could he possibly do that? And call it the Orion Nebula, because it's in your book. How can Daniel sit down and write over 600 years of history, and after he does it, it pans out just like it was predicted, that Babylon would rise after Egypt, and after Babylon, Medo-Persia, after Medo-Persia, Greece, after Greece, Rome, and after Rome, just what we got here, an extension of Rome. And it played out in history just like the book recorded it. And you're going to sit there and call the book a fairy tale. Now, let's just call it what it is. You're afraid.
Scared to death.
Because everything in all of this mess, what it's going to bound up to, what it's going to wind up to, is you dying. And you facing consequences for your deviant actions. The Hebrew word for man is Shah. Take it for female is Shaya.
All right, Apostle, I got to let him respond. I'm sorry.
I'm done with this.
Go ahead.
Take the man for man is Shah. Take it for female is Shaya. And then take the word Allah. I mean Allah, not Allah, but AHLA for Allahayim out of that word. You know what you're left with? Fire, chaos. The basic is, if you take God out of the equation that exists between man and female, you're left with chaos. That's a fact for you.
Take that off the screen, please. All right. All right, man. Let me go. Damn, that's fire right there.
Let me say this. Uncle Satan, I like your paintings. I think you play the harmonica pretty good. That's all I gotta say.
I'm working on this one right here. Put that on the screen, sir. Why is it showing? It's not. There you go.
That's
I'm working
impossible,
on it right
right?
now. You can see the example that I'm using.
You're a great artist, brother.
I'm working on this right now.
That's AI. AI did that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. See, I can't say I created that because it already exists. This is just my rendering of what exists. See? I can't say I created it. I can say I drew it. I can say I made it. But I didn't create it. But it's all right.
Show the one you made in Nepal.
Oh, I got to find that. I got it. It's just a matter of finding it.
Good work, Apostle.
Yeah. Oh, hey, come on.
I don't like how you call me scared, but I'm gonna let you make it because I like your paintings.
Come on, hey, Super Wavy, you got to respond though, brother. You can't be like, you know, somebody come at you with some fire. You got to respond to that, brother.
Overstood.
Yeah.
Pretty much, Uncle Apostle. I wouldn't have no reason to be scared. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at the book that you read, we can go with the 10 Commandments. You know what I'm saying? How the first 10 Commandments was wrote, then the stone broke. They wrote 10 more commandments, and it wasn't the first 10 commandments. The Bible is flawed. I think you a convert, Uncle Apostle, but I think it's too late for you to get your mind right. So I think the painting is helping you cope.
All right. Let me go to Ashe. You had your hand up, Ashe.
Yeah, scared to death, man. Apostle had it right, man. Scared to death. And scared, and I tell you what, this is what I mean by scared. Y'all, you so scared that you don't even want to, you won't even have a explanation for human life. You don't have an explanation or a thought. Like, come on, bro. How old are you? I don't want to like miss. Like, how old are you?
Bro, you want me to sell you some?
How old are you, brother?
Hold up. You want me to sell you?
All right, I'll just utilize me. 27 years on this earth,
bro. You want
27 years on this earth, brother, and I at least have an idea. You know what I mean? Like a thought, like how I got here, or at least the origin. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is the use of even having a life and even experiencing all of this stuff if you don't even want to come to a certain level of conclusion of your origin, brother? Like, you're like, this is what I mean by scared to death. You so scared to be critiqued, brother. You so scared to go out on the limb, brother, that you don't even want to deal with the scientific method. See, you can give Ankh a little slack as an atheist because he gonna put out, oh, I lean on the scientific method. But you talking about the scientific method is bold, religion is bold, spirituality is bold. We're better off just sitting here saying we don't know, and and that's not intelligent, bro. That's not what life is about.
Like, I'm looking at
hey, Apostle.
Uncle Side, you gonna let me respond?
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna let you respond. Apostle, take the comments off the screen. Take it off the screen. The comments is on the screen. It's covering Ankh face. All right, go ahead, Wavy.
All right. So what we just heard and what we was looking at is a grade A house nigga. He want me to sell him some motherfucking air freshener.
No
I ain't got no
cursing,
air freshener for you, bro.
No cursing, brother.
All right, I'm a bad Uncle Sal. This dude, Shaya want me to sell him some air freshener.
What
I don't
you mean
have
by
no
that?
cookies for you, Shaya.
What you mean by that?
Hold up real quick. Shaya, I don't have no cookies for you.
Hey, brother,
Hold up, Shaya, I'm talking. Hold up, be quiet. Hold up, mute up, Shaya. Shaya, I'm talking.
No, his name
I'm gonna take it as disrespect when you keep on mispronouncing my name.
Shaya, hold up, Shaya.
No, hold on, Super Wavy.
I don't have no cookies for you.
Super Wavy, hold up, brother. His name is Ashe. Let's not get into the disrespect with each other, y'all. We just having a dialogue. His name is Ashe, brother.
He ain't disrespecting you. That's how I do. Come along. You fuck it up all the time. You ain't mean no harm.
All right, go ahead. Chill out, man.
He got disrespected first, Uncle Saul. He talking about you scary and you. No, your name is Shay. Your name is Shay. Like I said, your name's Shay. All right, so Shay, listen here. I don't have cookies for you, gang.
Oh, I reduced you to a troll.
You want me to bring up the Big Bang and all that? No, that's you leaning on the white man. I'm telling you, everybody freestyling. That's you leaning on that white man.
I agree with you.
Want me to give you some cookies that I'm not selling. I don't have cookies for you, bro.
You don't have nothing for us. You a waste of space.
Everybody, hold up, Shay. I'm talking, Shay. If I'm telling you everybody is freestyling, that's what it is. We wasn't there. We wasn't there when it happened. Shaya, I'm done.
All right.
Hey, sorry, can I get in on it? I just wanted to make a point.
I say you got noise coming from your mic.
Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Okay. Hold on. Let me get Hey, Chucky Mills. You got to cam up if you want to get on the camera. If you want to get up here. All right, there you go, brother. All right. You got the floor, brother. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Let me go to Chucky Mills. Chucky, what up, man? Unmute yourself, Chucky.
Peace and love, Ty. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, Royal family. I just got 2 questions for Brother Wavy. I already know him a little bit. You know, I just want to know, he said earlier, if he was God, there would be no evil. He would make everything good. I just want to know, like, where, if there is no God to him, where his moral compass comes from. Because if there is no God, there would be no evil. The human beings, we have our concept of good and evil from our concept of there being a higher power. So if you say you want to live objectively, that means basically chaos for every individual to do exactly what they want to do as an individual. So I want to know, where does your moral compass come from if there is no God on earth?
Pretty much from living life, you know what I'm saying? Life experiences. When you young, you probably breaking in houses. When you get older, you work for all your stuff, and the youngster break in your house, you know what I'm saying? You see how it feels. So just getting older, getting wiser. Like the Bible say, treat your neighbor how you want to be treated. I like that little saying right there. You know what I'm saying? They got that in ancient Egypt too. Pretty much just, I know it's a big thing that, like Apostle just said, you don't want to follow God. You want to do what you want to do. Pretty much, I will hope people are not becoming an atheist just to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much treating others how you want to be treated. Living off of life experiences. I think it ain't hard. You don't need to read the Bible to learn good from bad. You don't need to read the Bible to learn not to cuss. You don't need to read the Bible to learn not to put your hands on somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's a red herring. But that's what I say, Uncle Chuck.
All right. And I got one more question for you, Wavy. The knowledge that man deals with on earth, it has boundaries, what he calls laws. We have laws of physics. We have laws that are of math, and laws imply structure. Now, if we have structure and there's order on earth, how is there not a creator?
I think these laws we saying are man-made. I don't think these are created laws.
But I mean, they're not man-made, because for the knowledge, for there to be creation, the knowledge had to come first. So the knowledge had to be there for creation to come.
Give me an example.
Man is just learning the knowledge that's already here. So I want to know, like, if we're dealing with a knowledge like the sun goes up and it comes down 24 hours a day, it doesn't break that stride. It goes under a law. It goes under boundaries. There's laws that it stands by. So if there's laws that it stands by, that the sun and moon can't just do whatever they want to, the stars can't just do whatever they want to, how is there not a creator if we stand by laws?
I think that goes into physics and gravity and all that type of space components are dealing with space and time. I think that's what that is. I think at any given time, an asteroid can come up and fuck around and fuck up everything. I'm sorry, Uncle Sa. I mean, mess around and mess up everything.
Yo, Wavy, you can't keep doing that and then saying sorry.
My bad, Uncle Sa.
You don't care about no sorry, brother. You know, when they get the algorithms, they don't care about that. All they look at it is, oh, he did that, he did this. Let me block this video from this channel. Let me block this video from these customers over here. That's what they look at. They don't send the videos all over the place. And that's why we get such low views, because even though you got 2,000 subscribers or more, they will block your channel from reaching the people. That's how they do it. That's how it works. You know? Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, brother. Let me go to Wise Man. You got something? You got something else?
Yes. I wanted to clear something up because I heard everybody going in on what I said. It's kind of like what the brother Super Wavy was saying about people freestyling. All our knowledge is based on, and as far as what we know, as far as history or anything, it's coming from another man. That's all I was saying. So now, when they was talking about man didn't create this, man didn't create the sun, moon, and stars, I only was saying there's no way that you know what man was creating and was not creating, because you only know what another man has told you. That was my only point. And so that's not far-fetched, because anytime you start regurgitating any kind of information, you got it from another man. If you remove man from the situation, you don't have anything. I just wanted to clear that up. That's all I wanted to say. So
you wasn't saying that we created the sun, moon, and stars?
No, what I was saying is you don't know what we created, whether it was the sun, moon, or stars or not sun, moon, and stars, because the information that you would get that says that we did is coming from another person. Bro. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
That's all I was saying. I'm saying that all your knowledge, everybody's knowledge here, is based on another human being. You didn't get no knowledge from nobody out of the sky or nothing like that. You got knowledge from a man's study, a man's science, mathematics, and all these are products of human beings. So if you remove the human being out of the equation, you have nothing, because there's nobody there to tell you. That's all I was saying. And I dare anybody to defeat that, to say that you got it from something other than man, because you didn't get it from something other than man. It's all from man.
I don't think he was saying it literal, Uncle. It just came out like that.
All right, let me bring on Unc. You back? Unc, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Fix your mic.
Hold on, man.
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead.
All right, can you hear me now? Yeah. He did say we don't know who made the state. He did say that. And you talking about religion, yo. All right. So science ain't based off what a man say, or what a woman say, or what a particular culture say. It ain't. It's what the earth say. It's what the natural phenomenon say. Natural. That's what science do. It helps you understand the natural world, natural phenomenon. Why does the wind blow? Why does the earthquakes occur? Why do volcanoes explode? Why does a boat float? Natural phenomenon. So a man can't just say anything, like we be on here saying anything. Yeah, that's pseudo. That's not what's happening with science. Science is looking at nature, right? And it's not one person saying nothing. So I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that misappropriation of terminology and the misunderstanding of how human beings have created a system called science, right? Simple as that. So yeah, you talking religious talk when a man say anything and they go off his word. That's religion. That's why I'm atheist. I'm anti-religious, right? Anti-God, because they claim to have the God.
All right.
Can I respond to this, sir?
Now, Nepal, you got something? Going once, going twice, 3 times.
Are you talking to me? Are you calling on me?
Yes, I'm asking you, do you got something?
Yeah, no, I'm just listening, but when I do, I'll just ask you. I'm fine.
All right.
Thanks.
Dr. Reggie, let's get it in.
Peace to the family. How you doing? Super Wavy. Peace. I'm more on Super Wavy side. Here's the thing. This is what I find in my 60-year, going on 61 in a few days. A lot of people talk about what they think they know, right? And if you ask them where they got it from, most of them didn't get it from a classroom. Some of them got it from their favorite book, right? Very few people go to actual conferences and sit down. Even very, very few people actually know actual scientists or PhDs or anything like that. So then we get on this show, and then we don't know the difference between a scientific convention, science talk, like Big Bang's convention. It is one way to look at it, and then you can have another way, a conceptual way of looking at it a different type of way. And some people are saying, well, it did happen like that. Well, that's only from that point of view, right? There are other point of views, and you would know that if you actually engaged in the work, right? What reason why I'm on Super Wavy's side is because Super Wavy's being a skeptic. He's saying all you're saying to him is just talk. You ain't prove nothing. You ain't give no real information to prove or disprove some of the questions that he's asking, right? Some people come over there and start talking about, well, there must be a God and this stuff. It sounds stupid, right? It sounds stupid because you're using the word God. You're not giving him enough information, right? And then when you start with your God talk, you start in the Hebrew and Christian era. You don't know nothing else before that. Sounds stupid, right? But why? Because you don't go to conferences, right? You read your favorite book, right? So why don't we just try to educate, don't convince, but try to give the brother as much information as he possibly can. And I see very few people on this panel able to do that. They just want to talk them down, right? But the problem is you can't talk down these young dudes. You got to provide something, some resources, right? Well, brother, why don't you, here's my email. Why don't you, can we build offline, or can we further build? But y'all dogmatic. People want to come on with their harmonics and their goddamn paintings and things like, their paintings and stuff like that, talk about themselves and preach. That's not how, that's the problem. And I'll stop. Like, you know.
What's wrong, Reggie? You jealous?
I'm not jealous of what? A harmonica, dude.
Yeah, it sounds a little jealous to me.
It's all about you, Apostle.
It sounds like you're a little jealous to me.
No, I baited you to come in.
No. You sound like you're a little jealous to me.
It's all about you,
got a little envy going on, Reggie.
It's all about
you broke and poor.
That's what I'm talking about.
You don't have a job.
Hey, I got investment.
You can't afford a house, Reggie.
I'm talking to Super Wavy. I'm not talking to your old self.
What's the matter, Reggie?
I'm not talking to your old self.
No, you're just talking about me. That's all.
Yeah, I'm talking about everybody.
Just talking about me.
I just hit you in the head.
Me and my harmonica and my pictures. Because you're jealous because you can't do it.
I was close.
Nigga, I got more talent.
You are now in the toughest. 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 Now in the toughest. Now in the toughest. How could the God of mercy? You are now in the toughest. Out in the toughest.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's move on. Hold on, y'all. I don't think y'all really understand what this is about. So let me break it down to you. Nobody should be on Wavy's side because Wavy is on the hot seat. And we should be questioning Wavy, why is he a real black atheist? Whether you are black atheist or not, question him. Why is he a black atheist? See if he got the right answers to be calling himself a black atheist. That's what he's here for. He said, I want all the smoke, get the Reggies, get the Unks, and y'all cowing down to the brother. So he gonna leave here saying,
worrying about me.
He gonna leave here saying, damn, I had them niggas all on my side. Them niggas rolling with me.
Reggie just want to roll.
Hold on. He's on the hot seat. He said he want to come into the toughest environment. Yo, relax, brother. I'm talking, man. So that's why he's here. We here to question him to see if he got the qualifications to be the black atheist. That's what I call Ankh. I said, yo, Ankh, you got to come in and question him because you the only real black atheist I know that called himself the real black atheist. Now, we ain't banging on him like we hate him. We just questioning him. That's it. It ain't no hate towards the brother or none of that.
Yeah, you just made that shit up. Sorry.
No, I didn't make that up, brother.
You did make it up, bro. That's in
what I made up. What part I made up?
I'm saying Wavy qualifies being a real black atheist.
No, hold up. What part? No, listen. What part did I make up?
Talking about how I suppose if he qualified, ask some questions. No, you got the believers got to do that, not me. He already proved his worth to me.
Oh, so you don't belong here. This is for people who's putting them on the hot seat.
Well, I'm a real black atheist too, though. So what you talking about?
Yeah, but you're not here to defend him. He's on the black side.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Can nobody agree with me now?
Yeah, that's cool.
No, you're on the hot seat, brother.
They don't know what the hot seat is.
Yeah, they don't know.
My question is,
they don't know what the hot seat
bring
is.
Hold up, sorry.
They're up here bringing mint tulips, and mint tea. And flowers and all that.
You see how scary they get, son? You see, even Ankh a little scared right now because he sat up here and he said, hold on, wait. He said that the scientific method that Ankh stands on, he said all that is guesswork. And Ankh ain't said nothing.
Well, let me remind y'all what this
I didn't hear all that. If he said that, he lost his mind.
Hold on. Let me remind y'all.
Oh, man, you know he lost his mind.
Yo, you don't hear me talking? Come on. Let me remind y'all what this is, man.
Who wants the smoke?
He wants the smoke.
Who wants the smoke?
He wants the damn smoke.
Who wants the smoke?
Y'all been picking out here.
Who wants the smoke? You.
Temperatures going up. The heat is rising. Scholars are showing up. Audience vibing. We on a mission. Competition is the only desire. Whose information will be facing the unmerciful fire? So what's up? Stand up. Can you walk through hell? So tough, too tough for the weak soft shell. Set the fire, fan the flame. Smoke is rising in plumes while the inexperienced.
Now, if y'all scared to bring the fire to the brother and question him, y'all don't need to be on the panel today. Because he wants to smoke. He called me. He said, Star, give me your best. I want all the smoke. I want to be on the goddamn hot seat today. And that's why he's here, brother.
Hey, sa.neter, this is brother.
Yeah, you cut me off.
I was talking before I was cut off. So what I was saying was in fact true. What I've heard the comments to Super Wavy, most of the comments to him is about their belief, right? They were nonsensical. So he's already winning because once a person starts coming up with talking about their belief in creation and God and all of that stuff, there can never be any proof of that. So he's already winning. You don't get it, right? So if they don't come out with something,
I don't think he's winning because I really believe and feel that Ashe caught him a couple of times.
How?
Ashe caught him.
Ashe want me to lie, Uncle Sam.
He hasn't answered me yet.
He ain't answer Apostle.
What Apostle say?
He went in.
Man, dude up here.
Excuse me.
I laid out evidence.
Excuse me.
Scripture.
Plus you agreed. Okay, we heard that. Plus, you agreed, Super Wavy, that you basically are going by a doctrine. So you have a belief as well.
Hold on, Apostle.
When did I agree to that, under Paul?
When I asked you, would you agree that atheists are out here doing activism, trying to convince people that what they believe is superior or it's more accurate than people who believe? And you said, yeah, they are.
What did I tell you? I believe that was more accurate.
Earlier, when I asked you, do you agree that atheists are pushing atheism? And you said, yeah, you're here to wake. You literally used the words wake people up. That's what you literally used the word.
Remember when I said I don't go home and pray to this, or I don't go home and have a secret notebook? Remember I said that? I don't go.
It doesn't matter. You still. Oh, never mind. Let Apostle talk.
No, I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with you, sis. Go ahead.
I know, Apostle, but he's go ahead. I'm gonna
I'm agreeing with you. Go ahead.
All right.
Let me go ahead, Si. Super Wavy. My point to you when we started this show, just like nobody's trying to prove God, you can't prove atheism. That's it.
All right. So let's deal with that. All right. So, again, when we speak of God, we're talking about something powerful, something all-knowing, something controlling this, something got the whole world in his hand, right? And I'm saying, ain't no, when you go look at nature, ain't no laws, ain't no statutes and commandments that these animals living by. Go to Chicago. You got a block beefing with the next block, beefing with the next apartment.
So prove atheism.
Hold on. I'm almost done. When we talk about and I don't want to bring this up, but let's go back to slavery. You can't prove God was real for them the time that transatlantic slave trade. You can't prove God was real for that sub-Saharan slave trade. You can't prove God was real for none of these goddamn slave trades. Look at Shay Shay. Look at little Shay Shay over there crying. You can't prove none of this. I'm ready for Jabari, and I get a little light sage. I get a little sage to smoke. Uncle Sal, we need the heavyweights.
All right, hold on, Nepal. Hold on. No, hold on, Nepal. I want to get some of the people that didn't speak yet.
I know, but I didn't get to even say my statement fully because I want to say something. You keep on saying we can't prove. Nobody ever religion isn't about proving. It's based on faith. So that is the basis of religion. It's based on faith. So to come in and say, prove it to me, you do have the burden. You have to prove us that there is no God. You can't come in as an atheist like you always do. All atheists do that. Show us. You never will show that there is no God. So it just leaves you saying you have a belief and your belief is to not believe in a higher power. We have a belief. Our belief is to believe in a higher power. It's still belief. And that's the smoke that I'm giving him. Before you move on to somebody else, you're talking about heavyweight. Show us that there is no God, or just be quiet because it is a faith. We never said that we have to prove it. You did.
I got you on the part.
You said we have to prove it.
You didn't answer me, Super Wavy. Prove atheism.
I thought I just.
No, you didn't.
No, you failed miserably.
I didn't answer Santan question.
No, you failed.
You danced around.
You gotta,
that's cool. But I'm just trying to say,
isn't it? See how I'm saying, like I said something to him.
I'm sorry, Nepal.
When I said something to him, Santan, it's weird. Like, can he address the fact? I'm not going to say prove atheism. That's ridiculous. I would never say something that ignorant. What I'm saying is, you have a belief, we have a belief. You don't have to prove atheism because we don't want you to. We have a belief. You don't have facts. You have a belief too. If you say you don't have a belief, now you have to prove to us that there is no God.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to admit that you have a belief.
Okay, I don't have no belief, and I believe there is no God. When in the book of Genesis that you follow, Aunt Nepal, it says woman was created from man's rib. You just sat up here 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, and said woman was created before men. That's how you know it ain't no God.
No, wrong. You're going to see, this is proof, everyone. Atheists are just basically hurt by something. He keeps going back to the Bible. There's other things besides the Bible when people are theists. I'm going to say it again. You push a doctrine, you push a religion as an atheist because you admitted to us. Let's recap. You said you don't know how we got here. You said you don't know, what's going on. You tell me you admitted to Ashe, I don't know. So if you don't know, you're basing it on a belief. So now we're both on a level playing ground. You're an atheist because you believe. I'm a theist because I believe. But the problem is, I'm going to say it one more time. My belief is based on faith. I don't have a burden to literally prove to you. Atheists are always coming to us saying, prove your God, prove your God. No, I don't have to. That's not what my faith requires. You have to prove to me that there is no God because your atheism, your philosophical view, it pushes a definite, you're so sure that there's no God. So you have to prove there's no God. And so far, you've been losing because you've been saying you don't know. So again, if you don't have a belief, prove that there's no God or just admit that atheism is nothing but a belief system. That's all it is.
All right. Let me say this, Aunt Nepal. An atheist is a non-believer. So no, we don't have a belief. I don't know. Maybe we got misunderstood somewhere along that point. But no, I don't have a belief. I don't have a religion. But another way to prove that there is no God, premature babies, disinformed babies. You think God letting that fly? Yeah. You think that's coming off the skillet?
All right, I got to move on. I got a lot of people.
I want to just address something. Atheist is not, it doesn't mean non-believer. It means you don't believe in a God, but then that turns into your belief system, meaning your religion. If you were sitting here, and this is the problem. If you were sitting here saying, hey, I don't believe in a God, but hey, if you do, I don't know for sure. So basically, it looks more like agnostic. However, the new modern atheism and the atheism of today is somebody who pushes, there is no God, there is no God. And if you believe in a God, you're dumber than me. I'm so smart, I'm so wake. But really, that becomes a religion because you just admitted you don't understand this, you don't know that. So you're sitting up here with believers. Just because you don't believe in a God doesn't mean that you don't have a belief. And atheism is a religion and it's a belief. You just admitted it again.
How?
It's a belief.
All right. Because y'all going over everything. Hold on, man. Yara, you got something?
You really asked me this, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
Peace to the panel, man. Peace to everybody, man. Super Wavy.
What's up, Elder?
Why disappoint me, fam? Why would you disappoint me like that? I always took you to be an intelligent brother in the chat, man. And over the years, man. But let me ask you this, man. And this question is directed to the quote unquote atheists on the panel. What is your guys' definition of consciousness?
Produced by the brain.
Pardon me?
Hold up. He's speaking of Super Wavy. No,
I'm talking to any atheist.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
all right.
Thank you, sir.
I made my statement already.
You said what? Was it what?
It's produced by the brain. No brain, no consciousness.
No brain, no consciousness.
Right. Right there.
Okay, so in order for evidence of consciousness to exist, there must be a brain or something that acts in the capacity of how the brain works or computes or inputs data, solves problems, right? The ability to solve mathematical equations, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need consciousness for that, right?
Yeah. I need a brain.
Right. So how long or how old do you think this understanding of consciousness has existed?
Since animals was around.
And can you give me a time frame of since animals, how long animals were around?
I say over 200 million years old, consciousness was around.
200 million years consciousness was around?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I don't know about all that.
That's his belief. So go ahead.
So that was my next question. So I don't even have to ask Ankh that, because I was going to ask Ankh, do you agree, based on the science of evolution, that animals have been around for 200? Did you say billion or million years? You said million years, right?
I said a million.
200 million years. Okay, right. So can I share my screen, sa.neter?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you saying cockroaches are not conscious?
No, they don't. They ain't got no evidence of that.
Yeah, we disagree. Let them cut their lights on.
Yeah, y'all see what I just did? Didn't take that long, did it? Watch this. Let me share my screen real quick.
Definitely expose his belief.
Absolutely. So let's talk about this, right? This is a Popular Mechanics article. I know some people don't agree with that, but Popular Mechanics is they have scientific journal, a lot of peer reviewed stuff that is involved in it. A lot of
not true.
Science.
Not true.
Listen. What's not true? Hold on. What's not true about it?
It's a magazine, yo.
Yeah, it's a magazine, but they do have
right.
Scientific.
It's not a science magazine, but go ahead, bro.
But they do have scientific journals that they quote from and that they publish in here. They do. Why would you say so?
I'm saying they don't. So
okay, well, I'm saying you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about.
But it's okay though, right? But
okay.
Let's talk about it. So this is here for you to just like disprove it. So this is what they're talking about. And so let's you and I have the conversation, because I don't really think Super Wavy is actually here for it, right? I think he just
I'm here. I told you to come over here, Uncle Yara.
I heard you.
No, talk to Wavy, not Unc. Talk to Wavy.
Okay, so
I told you to come here.
Right? They all the same brain. So let's talk about it. So so it says here, right? And this is from January 2026, right? And it says consciousness formed before life itself. Do you agree with that, Super Wavy? Do you agree with that, Ankh?
Nah, nigga, that's a head tie. You tripping right now.
I just asked the question.
No, man, it's just a title to make you want to read the article.
Great, fantastic. It says scientists say, and the evidence could be.
Yo, just talk to Wavy. Wavy is the one that's on the hot seat, not Unc. Talk to him. Unc get a chance to talk to him too.
Yeah, I got it. It says, and the evidence could be that this asteroid and this asteroid samples. They're talking about the Bennu asteroid, right? So it says tantalizing clues in the 4 billion year old asteroid Bennu samples could indicate the molecular formations that some scientists say support the mechanics of consciousness, right? So when they start talking about this particular understanding of the mechanics of consciousness, right? The ability for things to think independently, to solve problems, to solve mathematical problems, even in that, to see things that reproduce after themselves in a formulated way. We know that the universe and things that they find even in science, right? A lot of the things are solved with mathematical equations, right? A mathematical equation is not something that a non-conscious entity forms of itself. It has to have some type of consciousness involved in it. Ankh said it has to be a brain involved. So what brain is involved in the universe when we know that the universe is constructed off of a mathematical equation? We know science says that. So what? Science says that the universe is constructed based on mathematical equations. That's what I said.
Yeah, you saying anything at this point, but let me mute up. You made it up. You made that up.
Ankh say I made it up. He just said I made it up. He's making statements, but
Yeah, you
Ankh
made that
can't
up.
show. But Ankh
Made that up.
You just committed a fraud, man.
You just can't. But you can't show anything that disagrees with what I just said.
Nah, hey,
the
Uncle
universe-
Uncle Yara, you did make that up. No source will say what you just said.
No source will say what?
That the outer space is mathematically.
I didn't say outer space.
What you said?
I said the universe.
Yes, brother. No source would say that.
No source will say that the universe is
It's
based on a mathematical
mathematically
equation.
Calculated. No source would say that.
It says what? What you say?
No, say what you say. He ain't say that. He ain't say that.
Calculated.
He ain't say that. That ain't what he said.
Quit saving him, up.
You said the universe is mathematically what?
Yeah, he said the universe is made up of math. The universe itself is based, and that's not true.
What is it? What is it? Okay. What is it made
says
up of?
they use mathematical equations to understand the universe, bro.
Then how do they do that?
It's not made up on no. You got it backwards, yo. I don't want to argue.
Then
that.
How? Listen, how is that the case?
Because you just use mathematics, yo. It's just say you can use some mathematical equations.
What was your bigger point?
Yeah, what's your bigger point?
My bigger point is that you have to lean towards, and most science now is leaning towards the idea of intelligent design.
No, man, you made that up.
Now, whether you call that God or not, I don't care what you call it, right? But in every aspect of the observable universe, there is a mathematical equation that exists.
No, man. Come on.
Hey, you got prove me wrong,
No, man, you made that. Come on, that's a religious thought.
Prove me wrong,
No, I did prove you wrong. That's we know who came up with the intelligent design. It was Christian nationalists. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, bro. No, I don't care what you said. I'm telling you who made it up.
No,
just because somebody took their thought.
I just said, prove to me.
No scientist said that.
Prove to me and the rest of the audience that every aspect of the observable universe can't be explained based on a mathematical equation.
Now you saying it different. That's a different thing you just said.
Hold on. But listen, the equation has to exist. It has to exist.
Theoretical. You talking about there's a theoretical framework you're talking about, and I'm saying that they explain the universe through the Big Bang, not through what you're trying to do, bro.
No, I'm not talking about the Big
No,
Bang.
that's what it. Listen. No, listen to what I'm saying. That's how they explain the universe coming into being, bro. It based off of the Big Bang. Now there's math. Okay, you know what? Intelligent design is a white Christian nationalist thing. If you want to promote that, go ahead, but don't mix it with science. That's all I'm
not
saying.
mixing, but what you mean it's all the same?
It's not. It lost in court, yo. Intelligent design lost in court, yo.
When did it?
That's all I'm telling you.
Watch this.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up, bro.
He's right. He's absolutely right, Yara. He's right. No, he didn't. He's absolutely correct. It did lose in court.
Hey, I'm not talking to you, Grandmama.
I know.
Right here.
I know you ain't talking to me, Uncle George.
Please.
I know you ain't talking to me. Just like you ain't had nothing to say about Trump. You a runner. You a track star. That's who you are. Yeah, I know you don't. Track star. Where your cleats at?
End of the day, bro.
All right, come on, y'all. Stop, man.
End of the day, bro. I'm asking Super Wavy because he's a skeptic. He's not an atheist. He's a skeptic. Ankh might be an atheist, but Super Wavy, you're not an atheist. You're a skeptic. And I'm saying you could
same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right, yo, I got to move on, y'all. Got to move on.
No, it's not.
Nice try, yo.
Dr.
But
Reg,
I'll take a debate with you, and Super Wavy.
Go ahead, Dr. Reg.
I ain't debating you. Let Reggie debate you.
I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead, man.
Okay, so the first thing that I would have said to Super Wavy was, okay, since you're talking about everything has to have an equation, give me an equation for God. and that would have finished that corny conversation, right?
There you go, Uncle Reggie.
But why would I give an equation for God when he's the one?
Yo, hold on. One mic. Reggie got the mic, y'all. Come on.
So here's the problem is, and then I would have asked him what was his highest level of mathematics that he ever took, right? And if it didn't even get past the algebra or trigonometry, then he didn't even get into the theoretical. So
why you think everybody went to school in the backwoods of Harlem, nigga?
No, nigga. So you want me to
call? Y'all right. Let him finish, man. It's one mic.
See, you're a come up. You know,
Reggie, just go, man. Don't pay no attention.
But I hate come ups.
Let nobody take you off your path, man.
They say that you're a kingmaker. I watched the show the other day. Some people you can't even make because it just come ups. Now, there's a difference between atheist and an anti-theist, right? So an atheist is simply a person who just doesn't believe in any gods. That's all, right? He's not even going past, he doesn't have to get to the point of the belief stuff. He just don't believe in any gods, right? Now, an anti-theist, no. This anti-theist is a person who campaigns against gods and their beliefs. Right. So there's different genres, but college education definitions will help you understand and narrow down what. So Super Wavy automatically can be a real black atheist because he just declares that he is. There's nothing further that he has to do. Nothing further. But you Christian crazies, right? You wanna, and you're crazy. I listen to y'all. Like, I don't care if you man or you woman, you're crazy. Atheist doesn't have to a real black atheist doesn't have to deal with the doctrines and the beliefs. But you automatically say, "Oh, they're attacking us." Yeah, when Super Wavy was telling you that your damn God didn't help us in slavery. That's a rational thought. Simple. She didn't help us in slavery. He doesn't have to get into why. He has just to say a truth. Your goddamn God did not help us in slavery. Then you go, oh, you're always coming from a place of hurt. You're goddamn right. But you people are oblivious to think that our people are not hurt because of your damn doctrine.
Thank you, Uncle Reggie.
So I'm gonna rest my case there. To say that you're a real black atheist is just
drop a bomb.
Hey man, go change this nigga.
Drop a bomb,
man, because this nigga gets on my goddamn nerves.
And listen,
you smooth face liar.
You will come up. They can't come up. Like you punch them.
Hold on. Y'all one at a time. Hold on. I'll let you respond.
Why is he interrupting me? Like you can't take it? You ain't got no discipline? Like a real black atheist, all he has to do is declare all white atheists that they're atheists, right? And then if you want to give him his rationale, ask for his rationale, he doesn't have to explain any doctrine. But he could challenge your doctrines if you ask. Super Wavy just did. Your goddamn God, Jesus, Yahweh, Jehovah, whatever you want to call, whatever you want to call the person, the man God, he ain't help us in slavery. A rational person will say, I guess you're right, Brother Reggie, Super Wavy, sa.neter, didn't help us. So why should we believe in something that don't help us? That's not rational. You people are crazy.
Okay, sa.neter, I have to reply to that because he's actually addressing what I said. I'm going to reply to that by saying this much here. If you notice, there was crazy said, it's a personal thing. Super Wavy didn't take that full radical, very angry position. However, he did say he wants all the smoke because he wants to prove that he said, I want to wake you up. So once you take the position of proselytizing, whether it's for a God or not, when you're pushing for your belief to be pushed on others, you've now become a religion. I know that hurts. And you're right, you should be hurt because you're not sitting, as I said, I mentioned, I have atheist friends. And my friends who are a little bit more intelligent than a lot of hurt atheists that I've met in these YouTube streets, my friends, I didn't interrupt anybody. My friends don't push atheism on me, and I don't push theism on them. I'm talking about atheists like Matt Dillahunty, like our brother Reggie, who continuously want to tell people you're dumb, you're crazy, because their belief in God failed them. So instead of no, I'm serious. Instead of just saying like really, Super Wavy doesn't seem angry. But again, remember the brother said he's waking us up. I don't even see Ankh, and I'm not trying to pander to anybody. I don't see Ankh with such vitriol. He says, look, I'm an atheist. These are the reasons why. And I do respect African spirituality. That's healthy atheism. However, I will say this again. Too many atheists like our brother Reggie and Matt Dillahunty and a couple atheists that I won't mention that troll people on the internet. They are so hurt and angry that what they believed, their conceptualization of God failed. Whatever they were programmed and forced to believe failed. Because you heard Brother Reggie say, it's a truth and a fact that that God didn't help us in slavery. Someone can go right to and pull. That's an opinion, sir. I can say, look, like sa.neter said, Harriet Tubman believed in God. She used the Bible. I could say, oh, Nat Turner believed in God. So see, we end up again with two opinions, two beliefs. So if you are an atheist, I respect you for your position. But when you start trying to talk about you're waking me up, or when you start being vicious and saying that I'm dumb and crazy, now I know you're no better than a Hebrew Israelite standing on the street, cursing women out for wearing pants. You're exactly the same. And you got to face that and get better. That's all I wanted to say. And that was a fact.
All right. I saw 7. Let's go.
Peace, everybody in the panel, in the chat.
Wait, 1 second, sir. 1 second.
No. Ain't no going back and forth. I know where this goes. I don't want to do that. Reggie, I don't want to do that, brother. I don't want to do that.
Her mention me by name and then
nah, you good, Reggie?
Nah, Reggie, all right. I don't want to go through that, man. Nah, I don't.
Tell her don't mention my goddamn name.
All right, brother. All right, brother. Come on, calm down on the live. We live. Come on. We could talk off the live.
Why? I just talked about the stream. I wasn't talking about him in a personal way. He was saying we're crazy, right. Woman or man.
It's all right. It's all right. 7, let's go.
That's a great point.
7, let's go.
You're muted, brother.
All right, y'all can hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I just want to say peace to everybody. And I want to get something from the brother. Brother, what is it? Ways? Brother Ways, right? Swayze, okay. You believe in a higher power, right? You believe in a higher power, right? You believe something?
Yo, my man is Wavy.
Wavy. Okay. Wavy. I want to get his name right. Okay. You believe in a higher power, right? You believe there was something great.
Go ahead.
No, sir.
You don't believe it? Okay, so how do you think the sun, moon, and stars was created?
I don't think nobody know. I think we all freestyling.
But something created it. You agree with that, right?
No.
Oh, so you see everything in your life that creation. You see creation in your life every day, right?
Right.
That's all you see. Like you said, when you was born, the only thing you saw was your mother. So in nature, you see plants grow, you see things wither, you see time pass, you see all these things grow in creation. So for you to say that there wasn't nothing that created anything, it just makes you look like you're not a critical thinker. You claim to be a critical thinker, but you're not doing any critical thinking.
This is what I like. I'm supposed to be coming at it like that. We know Ankh is an atheist. Ankh supposed to be challenging him to see if he's the real black atheist. Go ahead, Asa. I like what you're doing, brother.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yo. Why would I make up something?
Let me respond to him. All right. So
hold on, I'm not finished. I just want to land my plane right here.
Okay.
If you're a critical thinker, then you have to be honest with yourself. I understand you're trying to be completely honest and saying you don't know. That's true. We don't know, but we have to say that it has everything that we've seen created. Something didn't create it. So people give it names. People give it ideologies. I'm with you right there. It's not about what people give the name to that higher power that created something, right? Because most of the people on the planet understand that something higher than ourselves created everything, right? You don't have to accept it, right? You don't even have to go investigate it. But if you're a critical thinker, I'm gonna close right here. If you're a critical thinker, there's no way in the world you can't tell me that it was here and always here, right? Because you've seen things from your own self move and pass. So you don't know if the sun was never here. You don't know if it was never here. You don't know if this planet was never here. You don't know none of that. But what you do know is things come and go. And I'll land there.
This basically what I was saying, Uncle Seven Assault. This is what I was saying. Nobody know how we got there. For you to say we know something put it there, right? You implying that something did some work to put it right there, and I'm saying we don't know.
Yeah, my implication is only going by what I see, just like what you said. I'm only going by your logic, right? Everything that I see, just like you said, everything you see, you came from your mother. You see things come and go. We all can testify to that. We can observe and test all of this stuff, right? So based on that, just like if you're a critical thinker, you have to come up with the same understanding, because that's all you see. So anything outside of that, you're just trying to create your own ideology, like the Sister Nepal said. Like, I agree with Dr. Reggie and Sister Nepal that if you're atheist, then you shouldn't care if anybody believes in the God. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be out here rallying and try to tell them don't believe it. That's their belief. They can't prove it to you. So why would you care to disprove it to them, right? I don't come here and try to tell people who they can and can't believe. I only deal with the history and the facts. Once they start passing the threshold of history and facts, then that's when we have contention. But if they want to believe in their God and it empowers them and makes their lives better, they should have the right to do so. And it's not up to me to infringe on them, to tell them that they can't or they shouldn't, right? All I can do is just give them the facts, and I'll land my plane there.
Overstood. So when you say the sun, moon, and stars, and you say everybody on the panel can agree that something put it there, that's cool. But when you saying something put it there, that's what I'm gonna have to disagree with. You know what I'm saying? You acting like you got the answer when you really don't. That's what I mean.
No, I'm not saying I don't have an answer. I'm not saying that there is an answer. All I'm saying, I'm going by your ideology, brother. I'm going by your ideology.
You saying I'm going by your statement. You said we all could agree on a panel that something put the moon, the stars, and everything there. And I'm saying you about to freestyle on what that something is. Next. That's what I'm saying.
No, but hold on. Something is holding it up.
What?
You just don't know what the Ankh said. What? Ankh just don't know what the hell it is.
That's not the argument, son.
Hold on.
Come on, so don't do it to yourself, bro.
No, I'm doing it to myself.
Yeah,
Ankh don't know what the hell put it there or how it got there. Number one, you said that the sun was not created. The sun was created. The moon was created. Something created all of that. I'm not saying it was a God energy that did it.
Why not?
What you mean, God? I didn't say God did it.
You need to. Right now, you sound like you don't understand something. Might as well, Saul. I mean,
Yo, brother, I'm talking. I don't really be talking. When I talk, y'all get hurt. Ankh, you getting hurt. Just because you don't know Ankh or you never heard of it does not mean it's a fact. It's something holding the moon up. There's something where how the sun is up all the time, brother. Something holds that up. There's something that created the sun. All you got to do is go into it. The sun ain't just come out of nowhere.
Hard, boy.
You got to look at helium. You got to look at.
To be kidding me, yo.
You got to look at so many things that's inside of the sun that created the gases. All of that. It wasn't created on its own.
So you're not talking to me though, right?
I'm talking to you. You can explain it. The
Okay, so
sun
let me explain it. Let me explain it to you.
Brother. I know you hear me talking up, and you getting hurt, brother.
I'm not. I thought you was.
No, you ain't thought I was finished because I was talking, and you came right up in there, and you just started trying to talk.
I thought you was finished, but go ahead.
No, I'm not finished. You cut me off. Matter of fact, let me do it like this. Now you're gonna make me go to Chat GPT on your ass.
You doing all that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do all that.
You getting scared?
Yes, I'm getting scared. I'm scared to death. You're gonna make me go to Chat GPT. First, I want you to get head out there and expose yourself. I'm gonna let you talk.
Let me expose myself. First of all, there was a few statements made that let me know that people don't understand the damn universe, first of all, because there is no scientific evidence to say stuff came from nothing. There's no such thing as nothing. I'm going to say it again. There's no such thing as nothing. So
I agree.
Let me finish my point. You getting scared, for all y'all. I'm saying that the universe is a damn closed system, meaning nothing can come in and nothing can go out. So whatever it's composed of, it always was here. Y'all talk about 13.5 billion years like it's a second. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. That's what they can calculate back to 13.5 billion years. But once again, there is no such thing as something came from nothing. There always was something. Now, what holds up the damn sun? The goddamn gravity. Like we playing around this joint. We know what the hell, what keeps the daggone moon in tow? The gravity of the earth keeps the moon in tow. We sitting here wilding out. Hey, this wild conversation. I'm done. Yo, wow.
Yeah. Son, let me speak, son.
Yo, hold on. I don't want everybody coming out, man. Damn. So, you said what holds the sun up?
Don't nothing hold the sun up. There's no such thing as up. There's no such thing as up, sa.neter.
So gravity don't hold the sun up.
There is no such thing as up. Nowhere is it up or down, bro. That's religious talk.
So gravity don't keep it in this position where it's at.
No, the sun creates its own gravitational field. That's how big it is.
Right.
So, but there is no up and down is what I'm trying to do. We get silly in the conversation.
So you're saying
up and down to religious people.
Brother. So the sun created itself without none of the other ingredients that goes in the sun. It just came out of nowhere and just said, boom, here's the sun. Are you telling us that?
Boom. Yeah. Absolutely. Boom.
Oh man.
Yes. Ask your Chat GPT.
All right.
Yeah, hey, let me say this, please. Can I step in?
Hold on 1 second.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, brother.
I'm just amazed that he's sitting there, that my man on the screen sitting up shaking his head at white Ankh giving all of this quote unquote in his words guesswork. I don't know what the hell he talking about according to Super Wavy. Ankh's going off of what he say of guesswork, another man's word. Wasn't nobody there to observe none I'm talking about in the words of Super Wavy.
I never heard none of that.
When I asked the brother how we get here, like, well, hold on, wait. Shh. You had your opportunity, brother. When I asked that brother how we got here, he didn't have no scientific method. He ain't had no evolutionary. He said, I don't know nothing. So we're not finna give this man, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all can give him the luxury of calling him an atheist? He's a confused man. That's all that is. He's confused. And then he said, we asking you relevant questions, bro. Like in the stuff that you answering, the way you answering it, you just don't know. Like there is something that there's an evolutionary theory. There's evolutionary theory. There's plenty of theories of ours, how we got here, our genesis on this earth. You don't even utilize not one, and you telling us is that we're wrong for even having any level of belief. And that's why I said you're scared to death. That wasn't disrespectful, but it's given like you're scared to be critiqued. You're scared to be wrong, possibly. So rather than be wrong or go out on the limb and be critiqued, because science is all about being critiqued. Rather than that, I don't know nothing. Nobody know nothing, and that's not reality, bro. I can't stress that enough. Like I was going to share my screen and go over carbon dating and radiometrics, just a couple of scientific methods that we utilize to try to get at least a scientific estimation of the age of the earth, right? The age of certain anthropology, far as the things that they left behind. so we can get radio messages, carbon dating. We have these things, so it's not guesswork, bro. There's scientific methods being utilized. For you to say that the scientific method is just guesswork, like you're right. And I maybe you want to say you don't believe in the Abrahamic God. Maybe that would have been doper. Or you don't believe in God, period. But to say that you don't have belief, like the sister Nepal said, that's pseudo, bro. The human beings, we operate off belief. We operate off of faith. That's one of the things that makes us unique. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a relationship, I know for a fact you operating off of faith and belief, because you don't know what your girl doing right now if you got one. That's just the realism-ism. So we all got a level of belief that we deal with. You just said you believe the earth is 200 million years old. But in the same breath, you said that, hey, nobody was there. Nobody was there. So who are you going off of? What you going off of? Something that you believe. That's not that you know. That's something you believe. So you are a believer, brother. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right. Real quick. Let me go to ChatGPT now.
Uncle Sa, you gotta let me respond.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you respond, but let me go to ChatGPT. How was the sun created? Let's just start there. Let's ask that question.
Say formed.
The sun formed about 4.6 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of a giant interstellar molecular cloud. The formation process: 1. Collapse. A nearby disturbance, like a supernova shockwave, caused a section of the cloud to compress and spin.
Come on.
2. Protostar. As the center grew denser and hotter, it formed a protostar surrounded by a disk of gas and dust.
Come on.
3. Fusion. Once the core temperature reached about 15 million degrees Celsius, nuclear fusion ignited, transforming hydrogen into helium and birthing the sun. Would you like to know what...
You don't know everything. Something created something. All of it. And
exactly.
There's nothing outside of... Hold on, y'all. I'm talking.
But
there's nothing in existence. All right, form. There's nothing in existence today that was not created.
Did you not hear what you just played, brother?
Be quiet, man. Be quiet. The sun didn't.
Be quiet, sa.neter. You sound crazy right now.
Brother, you talking over me. You don't like nobody to talk over you, It may sound crazy to you.
All right, go ahead, bro.
The sun was not created by itself. It needed other things to hit this and to go into that. And that's how it formed, brother. That's how. Listen, man, let me do it again.
Yeah, I'm going to clip you up. You getting clipped up for this shenanigans.
I was the sun formed.
Sun formed roughly 4.6 billion years ago from the gravitational collapse of a interstellar molecular cloud. Collapse. A nearby supernova shockwave likely triggered the cloud to compress. Disk formation. As it collapsed, it spun faster and flattened into a protoplanetary disk. Protostar. Mass gathered at the center, increasing heat and pressure. Fusion. Once the core reached about 15 million degrees Celsius,
it needed all of that to
fusing
form,
into helium, birthing the sun. Would you like to know how the remaining material formed the planet?
That's what I said, so you tripping.
No, listen.
Down, bro.
No, what you said was nothing created the sun. You said that.
Right. It ain't nothing. You talking about a solar cloud right now, stellar cloud.
Brother,
no, that's not creating the sun like you saying, sa.neter.
Is in order for the sun to come into existence, it had to be touched by all these other things that formed it.
sa.neter, I know that, bro. You being funny. You had a religious conversation.
You know what, you don't like nobody talking over you. And you always say, I know you hear me talking.
I thought you was talking, son.
No, listen. You said, how was it formed? Now it's telling you how the sun was formed. Okay. And you saying, no, it just came out of nowhere. Bow, Shazam.
Goddamn lie, man. Stop it.
Hey, yo, hold on.
It's because you used the word created. That's why he's happening.
Everybody, did you hear Ankh say in the chat that nothing created the sun, that the sun came in here on his own? And I'm telling them certain things had to happen, like gases, like helium, like energy. It made it exist, bro.
See, science used.
Oh man, you too damn science that everything go over your head.
sa.neter, listen to me for a second.
Okay. Yeah, you went over my head, sir. You did.
I'm talking. So science.
I'm tired of everybody fucking telling me they fucking talk.
Yo, calm down. Now you getting weak now. You cursing now, and you know we don't pose a curse on the channel.
So here goes, sa.neter.
What the hell is you doing, huh? Maintain your discipline, brother. Don't act like no little girl, brother. Maintain your discipline. This is the toughest environment.
No, you made him do that, man. You made him do that.
So here's
Come on,
made him do that,
son. Can I talk?
Yeah,
Science changed.
You can talk next. Just don't curse, man.
Science changed a quick terminology. They used the word formed instead of create, because creation goes into another belief doctrine. So to fix itself, right? They came up with the concept of being formed, and that has happened really recently, maybe in the last 30, 40 years. Because what happens is that every time you say create, then you get these creationists, you get these intelligent designers. So in order for science to set itself apart, they use the word formed, right? And those are they have two different connotations. Anytime you say create, you have the numbnut religious people making it saying, you see, it says create, so something had to create it. But once you say it was formed, then it's with natural physical occurrences. Thank you.
Right. Okay.
All right, let me get it. I say.
Hold on, y'all. Let me bring in the crybaby before he go crazy.
Same thing, man.
Hold on. You can sit up here and make apostle sing, because the apostle is a damn nut. Okay, but I know the difference between create and formed. It's two separate ideas, two separate things. So create something, that means something had to create something. You never say a stellar cloud created the sun. Nobody says that. That's the point I was trying to make. Create is a religious terminology, man. That's what I'm saying. What you doing?
It's not some.
Man, I'm not. Well, check this out. Check this out, Apostle. Apostle, check this out, bro. Go back to school somewhere with that nonsense. Go back. First of all, an atheist is strictly saying, specifically talking, y'all, I don't believe that the God you got, Apostle, created nothing. Because it was other civilizations and culture here before that God popped up. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that Yahweh ain't create nothing, that the humans been around for 350,000 years before Yahweh even popped up. So no, I don't believe that. You got African indigenous people had their own creation stories prior to the Hebrews. So I don't believe that. And I don't got to be nothing. I don't got to hate you. I ain't got to be hurt by nothing. I don't got to be nothing. I'm saying it's ridiculous at this point that most people on this phone right now, African Americans or foundational Black Americans, was here, you know what I'm saying? They had stories before the goddamn going Hebrews, mythology.
You sound hurt to me.
Yeah, I'm hurt. I'm hurt because you're a fool. Because you're a fool. That's why I'm hurt. I'm hurt that a grown man such as yourself in their 70s, you're going to die without understanding the world you live in. That's why I'm hurt. You hurt me. Now, how about that?
Me.
Get that straight.
I'm gonna know more.
Why you keep talking over people, man? Damn.
He can't tell me. He can't help it. He can't help it.
Why
would I be hurt by a Hebrew God? Why would I be hurt by that?
All right,
I'm
go ahead, baby. Wait till Ankh finish. Go ahead, Ankh, you finished?
I'm simply saying that people that was caught up in the transcontinental slave trade was not Christians. How about that? They wasn't Hebrews. How about that? And before Islam came in, they wasn't that. So how is it that they making it in an environment in Africa for 350,000 years, creating culture, creating civilizations without the three monolithic religions, and we supposed to sit back after slavery and agree to that? Now, it's a bunch of malarkey. So no, I don't believe it.
All right.
Hold on, Elder Apostle. Hold
on. Maybe I'm bringing you on.
You haven't heard from me in a long time.
You got next.
All right. Hey, I like when Unc get mad. He go in.
So you get me like that on purpose.
Yeah, I love it. I love that joint, boy. He go in for real. But
I say, check me out. I ain't got no problem with you. I like the bomb squad. Know what I'm saying? Y'all putting that work in. Now check this out. Let's do some gambling. I owe you $100 if you could find me saying science is guesswork. If you can't find it, you owe me $100. I owe you $100 if you find me saying the world is 200 million years old. If you can't find it, you owe me $100. So we got $200 bets. All right, Ashe?
I might have paraphrased you.
I get scared him off his position.
no, I'm paraphrasing. No, I don't want to overtalk the brother, nothing like that. No, but I'll paraphrase you. So what was the first statement you said? Because you said what was the first bet? Was the first bet
statement was science is guesswork.
Yeah, you said literally, you said nobody knows. When I asked you about the genesis of our of how we got here, you said nobody knows.
Right.
I'm like, evolution's on the table, religion's on the table, spiritual. Right. I asked about all three. I said religion, spirituality, science. Like, how did we get here? You said nobody knows. Everybody freestyling.
Right.
Freestyling is guesswork. Yeah. So that
you mean got way to earth?
Science is in there.
All right, everybody. I got to move on because I got another one coming up. Hold on, I got another show coming up at 7. But let me get my man Revelation in the building, then Apostle. Revelation ain't speak yet. Let me bring this fire in. Revelation, get ready to go in right now.
Oh, peace and blessings to everybody on the panel. Salute to Queen Napa. You don't have to put me on the big screen, so I want to talk to the guests.
Revelation.
Wavy, right?
What's
up, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Salute to you, sir. Good presentation. I actually like the guest for the mere fact that he's honest. He's saying that he's not really sure. He doesn't know. And that's a good thing. So my question basically to you is, now I'm a Bible believer, okay? And the thing about it is where the Bible is concerned, or where God, let's say where God is concerned, his handiworks, meaning the sun, the moon, the stars, the birds, the bees, the trees, everything, that's proof to me that God exists. I understand that it might not be enough for you. So my question is this: are you or have you ever considered the prophetic proof of God? And when I say that, I mean, I could probably draw an example of somebody who would tell you, okay, God told me to tell you, don't go there. Otherwise, something is going to happen to you. I'm just saying, I'm just drawing a reference, all right? And you go there and exactly what the person says to you, it happens. You come back and like, yo, it really happened. He said, I told you so. You know, these are stuff, even like the prophecy of the Euphrates being dried up and all these things coming to pass is basically proof. So I just wanted to know, would the prophetic proof of God, would that suffice to you to prove that there is a God?
Shout out to you, Revelation X, man. I like it, Revelation X. I like your music. I would say no.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Proof for the simple fact that a dead clock is right twice a day.
You want to elaborate on that? A dead clock is right, and that's true. But how is that prophetic?
When you say, all right, so if we gonna go into all the prophecies, we got to go into them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This prophecy of y'all going into Egypt to be slaves, did that happen historically? Did that happen yet?
Say that again. The prophecy of
y'all going into Egypt, being they slaves, Egypt being the land of bondage. Do Egypt talk about Israelites on their walls?
No, I don't think so. I really don't.
So what prophecies are we talking about? Are we picking and choosing which ones can be correct? Which one? Like, do we have a efficiency rating of 100? What is the efficiency of these prophecies?
I hear you. So you're basically banking on all of the prophecies not coming to pass. Is that what you're getting at? Because what I was talking about is go ahead.
The Bible says, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think the Bible says the person, if a prophecies don't come true, he should be put to death. Is that right?
Yes, sir. I'm not necessarily put to death, but it means that he's false. Yes, sir.
He's a false prophet or something like that. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm basically saying we got enough of that to know, you know what I'm saying, that it was more false prophecies. I mean, more prophecies not being fulfilled than being fulfilled. I say that.
Biblically speaking.
Yes.
So this is the reason why the prophetic proof of God would not suffice to you, because there's more unfulfilled prophecies than fulfilled prophecies. I'm just trying to understand,
Yeah, like Moses splitting the sea, the virgin birth, just a whole bunch of I mean, we can go into, we can break them down one by one. But I think overall it would be like a 20% hit rate.
I hear you. I just wanted to know where your mindset is at, but you know, peace and blessings to you at the same time. And yeah, that's it for me.
Check me out, Revelation X. If my girl
Yes, sir.
only come through, 2 out of 10 times, I can't rely on her.
Now, the prophetic rate you're talking about, I do not think it's accurate. I really think that the Bible is way more accurate than what you're saying, but I do understand where you're coming from. So I would have to yield, you know, but I respect you, my brother. It's all good.
Peace.
All right,
Yes,
Apostle, you got the floor, brother.
Appreciate it, man. I think everybody on this platform has spoke 3 and 4 times since the last time I spoke. And then as soon as I spoke, I get told, what? Wait your turn? I mean, you got to be out your mind. I've been quiet as Gideon. Doesn't make any sense. And what you just said, hey, Revelation X, to let somebody move you off your dime that easy is pathetic. This dude has not done the work.
Get him, Apostle.
To find out what prophecy has been fulfilled and what hasn't. He has not even looked at the Bible to even bring to search out that truth. Because if he did, every prophecy that was predicted to happen has happened, that has been told would happen. The only prophecies yet to be fulfilled are those yet to be fulfilled. Okay? Like when Jesus went into the synagogue, opened up the book of Luke. It's in the book of Luke. Open up the book of Isaiah, chapter 61, and said, I've healed the blind, I've healed the sick, I've raised the dead. Shut the book and sat down and said, today, in your hearing, this prophecy has been fulfilled. And he shut the book up to the point of his fulfilling the prophecies. Went on to talk about what he's going to do when he returned. That's where he stopped. I told you in the book of Daniel, there's a prediction of one country rising up being the head of gold, a second country rising up being the chest and arms of silver, another country rising up being the waist and thighs of brass, and then the last country to rise going to be divided in 2 countries, and they're going to be the irons of lead. Babylon, Medo-Persia, the 2 arms, Greece, the belly and thighs, the 2 legs, Rome, and it's 2 powers, it's 2 headquarters. And then it said 10 heads for the 10 toes. And it said 3 of the heads were wounded. We know that there are 7 mountains in Rome, that Rome ruled from the seat of 7 mountains and 10 kings. We know that. And the last power, the toes, is going to be destroyed by a rock that's cut out of a mountain without hands, which represents the kingdom of God. Going to hit that image on his feet and bring it all down. And that kingdom still exists today. That whole statue in Great Britain, America, and the dragon, and Russia. Those 4 remaining kingdoms. Just like the Bible says. Just like the river Euphrates, before it dried up, it turned blood red.
You made that up.
It did that. And it's dried now. There's things going on over there now. You can witness for yourself. If you mind to take a flight and to go over there and check it out.
You're too old for this shit, possibly.
Yeah, but the point is, when I read it in the book, And I know it was written over 1,500 years ago. And I'm reading about it. And it was written that long ago, but I don't have to worry about that because I got a living proof of prophecy that's 38 years old. My own daughter is living proof of prophecy. And nobody got an answer for it. Nobody.
So now are you telling us that the Bible is all facts now instead of a belief system?
I didn't say all.
I'm asking you, is the Bible facts?
I never said all.
Is the Bible facts? I'm asking you.
Some of it, yeah. Like, some of it's been proven.
All right. I got to move on because I got another show.
Well, you can move on. I'm done, basically.
All right. I got another show at 7 o'clock. Let me let y'all know it's going down this weekend right here. It's going down this Saturday. We got Ankh and Sanchez finally gets in the ring. This Saturday is going down. Here's the link. The link is in the chat for those of y'all who would like to get the link. For those of y'all who would like to get that debate. That's going down this weekend. All right. And right after that, we got another debate following that. And here's that debate right here. I'm so proud of Apostle getting in the ring, you know, coming out of retirement to deal with this guy here, Morpheus. And Morpheus is a heavy hitter, but that didn't scare Apostle. You know, Morpheus been talking so much, so Apostle said, you know what, sir, I got this. Let me get him. And the link is in the chat also for that debate. For those of y'all who, that's going to be, I think that's going to be better than Ankh and Sanchez. I think that's going to be more entertaining, I think. You know? So yeah, y'all would want to get that while you got it, while it's up there. And let me bring on Nepal, and then I'm gonna have Super Wavy close us out, man. Because this
is thank you.
Yeah, can I make a comment?
Nah, you can't, brother.
Well, I don't mind if you don't, sa.neter.
No, I mind because I got a show at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And that's gonna cut you short, Nepal.
Okay, sorry about that, Gideon. I just want to say thank you so much for letting me address Super Wavy. I still haven't had any sufficient answer, and we won't get a sufficient answer from him about his belief, because it boils down to belief. I do agree with Apostle, by the way, everybody who's mocking him. Not one of these people on the panel, maybe Gideon, I'm sure Gideon, has looked at those prophecies, yet you're laughing and you're shaking your head. Even if you don't believe it, you should at least examine it before you make a decision, because those prophecies are matching up. They are coming true. Now, some people can argue that maybe someone looked at the Bible and is making that come true, but it still can't be denied that those prophecies are actually coming true. So peace to everybody. Super Wavy, I would like to continue my conversation with you another time about atheism, maybe even one-on-one, because I might want to even get a debate. You asking for people who like ISUPK and talking about heavy hitters. Nobody over here can get with me on the Bible or anything. Okay. One more thing to my brother Ankh about consciousness. There is information out there that people in persistent vegetative state, they have seen that there is consciousness, even though they're considered to have no brain activity. And we also know that there's neurons in the gut and the heart. And even people who say consciousness in the brain is based on neurons, the scientists, we would be able to say, well, is this the neurons in the gut and the heart outside of the brain? That could possibly be consciousness as well. So those are things I want to throw out while y'all play and ask questions about, you know, how the earth began and all that. I'm talking to you about real facts. You're going to stop sleeping on me as a woman, because that's the problem. If you want a real heavy hitter, and if you really want to make a name for yourself with a debate, get with me with this smoke. And I mean that. And that goes for everybody. People who say they don't want their name mentioned, but they come in talking about me sideways. I will always bust everybody's piñata, or I won't even get up here and say anything. And that's facts. Okay? Thank you.
Hey, come on, Super Wavy, take us home real quick. Hold up. Before you take us home, Super Wavy, I got to let everybody know. Everybody got to know that this is coming up next. This is going to be heavy. My man, Alim Bey, he's going to go in on the Epstein files and the war in Iran. This is at 7 o'clock sharp, and I think I'm going to start it. And all y'all got to do is just jump right on over there, hit that link, and come right over. This is going to be fire right here. Trust me. Trust and believe. Super Wavy, you got the floor, brother.
Already. Hey, y'all know what to do. As soon as this live is over, hit that hype button, you know what I'm saying, so we can get into that algorithm. Like, share, and subscribe. This needs to be the beginning. You know what I'm saying? We need to go viral every single live stream. And if I gotta be here to put you religious people in y'all place, we gonna do it. Shout out to Apostle, shout out to Uncle Suntan. See, I don't really bang.
You did good. You did good, Super Wavy. I tried to pump it up to see how you can handle the pressure, and you did good, brother.
I can't really. Uncle Apostle is a little too old. I can't really bang on him. We seen his DNA test. He's not black. But Suntan, I think Elder Suntan got 1 foot in the Bible, 1 foot in the Bible. So we got to look out for Elder Suntan. Other than that, man, Uncle Sa, keep doing your thing, keep holding it down. Yeah. When you come into this space, you got to hit up sa.neter Studios. And hey, toughest environment to be in. Next time I need Jabari. I want Jabari. I want Captain Tazoriak. sa.neter, appreciate you.
Peace, brother.
But they don't want you, brother. So you better get in where you fit in, okay? Just like you like me. You're like me. They don't want you, brother. So you better get in where you fit in.
No problem.
They don't want you. They don't want you. Okay. So since you're trying to play, I actually don't have to debate you, but they don't want you, brother. So you better get in where you fit in.
I will debate you.
Get in where you fit in. Get in where you fit in.
I will debate you.
No, that's all good. Peace.
All right, hold on now. Come on.
Peace.
It's all right.
No, it's peace. It's all peace, but they don't want you. They don't.
Okay. I'll have
peace,
no problem.
brother. Enjoy your day.
Nepal, let the brother close out. Come on.
He did close out.
I have no problem sparring or debating with you on.
He's like me. He's in the same boat as me.
I have no problem sparring or debating with you on the part. Appreciate everybody. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Okay.
Appreciate you, Uncle Saul.
Yes, please, peace. But the reason they don't want me is because I'm a woman and they know they'll get their ass whipped by me. They don't want you.
Paul. He never said that.
No. I'm saying the reason that top debate, well, Jabari has debated me, but a lot of people try to act like I have a problem up here. I act like everybody else on these panels. And I get my information in, but I'm going to keep on getting in here and doing it. You can say, oh, she's so disrespectful. We got people calling people the N-word. We got people cursing each other out. I just come in here and do the information.
There's nobody no better than you, Nepal. No better than you.
No, I know, baby. I'm not talking about you, sa.neter. I'm not talking about you, sa.neter. Yes, bow down.
I'm saying they wild out worse.
Shout out to the sisters. Huh?
They wild out.
I know, sa.neter. I'm not talking about you.
They get mad. You see what he did? And we teach the stop person. You see what he did?
We're all the same.
Oh no, man! I was wrong when I did that to Ankh, man. I did something wrong, son.
No,
you do it to Ankh, and that's something good.
We're all the same.
I don't understand it, man. You're too double-minded for me, man.
But people, my point is, it's not even against Super Wavy. My point is, I'm in here debating, and by the way, I am a top debater. I'm one of the top debaters over here, but every time, and Naphtali knows too, I just want to say this, Naphtali knows too, these men are scared to debate us because they don't want us to whip their butts in front of everybody. And once we do whip their butts, they get mad and they start doing all kinds of videos on it. But I'm going to keep debating up here, and I'm going to keep on refuting, because the most smoke you got up here today, Super Wavy, is me, because I proved that you have a belief.
I got a debate title. Is the Bible the word of God? Nepal, let's rock out.
Now you want to debate I told you just about the Bible. I thought you were an atheist. Let's debate something on atheism.
We can debate, is God real? We can debate, is God real?
I thought you wanted to do it. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll talk to you later.
Serious, man.
I'm gonna give you a debate so you can get a name. I'm gonna give you a name over here.
I'm glad you recognize Jabari respected you and debated you. No Hebrew has
I
debated
sure did, Rakufu. Jabari is a very good brother. He debates women. He doesn't judge. He's confident in his information. But 95% of the men over here are scared to debate women, not just me. They're scared to debate women in this community. Even in the chat, they're probably talking crap. It's not a feminist thing. If you are so sure of your information, forget about gender and get these debates. I love debating.
All right. Hold on.
Thank you, sa.neter. Thank you for letting me do that, sa.neter.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, the link is in the chat. I'm dropping the link. Come on across the street. We got the Epstein files and everything getting ready to go down. Come on over. The link is in the chat. I'm dropping the link right now. Come on over. Peace and Black Power, Super Wavy. You did a great job.
I don't see the links, huh?
It's in the chat right here. What do you mean?
Oh, where it says Black News 102?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going over there. Okay.
All right, we out.
Peace.